I put a timer here for 5 minutes. Oh no, everyone can hear us talking. I'm sorry. The intermission, I mean, yep, cut off. Okay, hello! This time for real. Hello and welcome to our 16th episode of Heart of War, our modified version of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are the Rollers of Fate, and we are super excited to be here with you. Alright, let's begin to asking the internet gods to bless us on our cyber journey. And without further ado, please, let's introduce ourselves and our characters. So please, Lucky, take it away. Let's do a little intros, if that's cool.
All right, all right. I am. Sorry,
No,
trying to log
that's
into
okay.
Twitch. He
Rope.
picked the best looking, of course. Oliver Silver Runner. He's a noble custom lineage human. He's a. I just took a new level into fighter, so not gonna be depending on spell slots. Hopefully soon. And then yeah, I figured I'd pick our second best looking, second best. Well, he's definitely the oldest one here, Lorendir.
Hello, I'm Martin. I'm playing Laurent Greenleaf, uh, Keeper of the Egg, now Keeper of the Little Dragon. I'm a High Elf, a Ranger, and that's it. And I might be playing my cousin, but I'm not sure. Um, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I will be also Cesalia Greenleaf. I'm just playing the whole Greenleaf family. And I'll pass it on to Cash for revenge.
How you doing, guys? My name's Cash. I'm playing Cedric Longhorn, the Minotaur Sorcerer. Um, he is uh, kind of kooky, super rich, loves the finer things in life, but he's trying to educate someone that's trying to be like, pretender noble, but we'll get there. It's fine. I'm also a variety streamer here on Twitch. You can find me on the channel one
Kind of.
underscored I underscored cash. I play games badly, but I try to have fun with it. And I'll pass it over to my good bud Zachriel.
Yes, Zacheril Fidlick. I was about to say Greenleaf for some reason. Actually, I don't know why. I was just a part of the family. No, Zacheril. Hey, who knows, brother? No, Zacheril Finlake. Yes. I am your resident war wiz, your warlock and your wizard. And what can we say about Zacheril? He's extra. He's a bit extra, but with that extraness, he brings the power. Brings the power. And yeah, you can also find me on Twitch as well. I'm a variety streamer. I'm also a DMGM over at Rolly Grail. Got some peeps in chat as well, I believe. We're got our own D&D stuff kicking around. Going to be recording season 3. Really excited. So I'm going to be in the DM chair myself very soon again. So that's fun. It's been a while. And yeah. And yeah, find me on Zone Cornet 14. And yeah.
That is sensational. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your introductions. Unfortunately, Julia will not be joining us today. Also, just to give you a reminder, that next week we will not be streaming, but we will see all of you and Julia the week after that, after next. I am Cisco Blanco. You can find me here on our channel thrice weekly, and sometimes playing Candela Oscura with the amazing Rolly Grey folks, yay! But tonight I'll be your Tail Weaver and Chaos Coordinator, guiding our heroes through the legendary world of Kreen. Next, we have some announcements. Today, we will have like a AI doing it. Actually, we have a beautiful song. So, my friend Marzi Mole, please take it away.
Welcome to our stream. We're live on Twitch tonight. Check us on YouTube At rollers are fading and maps right. Catch all our shows from the eye of observation to dining in Barovia. Stripe's unique creation. Hearts of War, Dragonlance style. Can we keep mysteries? Gonna make you smile. Email us, rollers are faded in at Gmail on X and fucked it in where our stories tell. Our games get wild with jokes and themes so bold. Viewer discretion advised, that's what you're told. Big thanks to Tessa, presents for maps that shine. Derek Curtis, tabletop audio, and James Webster, so fine. Follow and like, spread the love around. Help us get our streams to every town. We're forever grateful for all that you do. Rollers of fate, we're here for you.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
That's seriously good. That's really cool.
Yeah, thanks to
love
once
that.
more, thanks to Mark for that. Yeah, that was amazing, and to Marcy Morley as well. Yeah, definitely. And I should be saying the name. Yay, we got a clap. I should be saying the name of the AI, didn't I? Oops. Okay, one second. Yep, and we got it right here. And thanks as well to Suno.com, that's the one, for that amazing song. Please check it out. They are really cool, actually. It's very cool. Very cool things that they can do. Alrighty. So up next, let's do something different because the AI did the announcements today. So why doesn't everyone roll a D100, and whoever gets the highest number will roll for group inspiration?
Ooh,
Bit of it. Let's do huge numbers here.
88.
Wow. Okay, that is pretty high. Wow,
34,
87. Oh, wow. That was so close.
Ross, what did
19!
Ross, what did you say you got again?
88.
Amazing. So, Cash, you are the winner. Please roll a d6 for the group.
Is he the winner?
I mean, very
The
close
crickets.
there, though.
So
Yeah.
4.
Wow, nice. That's pretty cool. Yay. Amazing.
yeah, for a fake noble, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
thank you for that.
Couldn't afford the extra 2.
How much is it you got?
4.
4.
4 inspirations.
Oh,
Yay. Alrighty. So thanks for all of you for being here, playing with me, and also to everyone who's tuning in from home. Please make yourselves comfy, grab a drink, and now let's find out where the drums of war are beating today. Previously, on the day in which the sky turned blood crimson, after the Red Dragon Army announced their plan to overtake Bogler by nightfall, our heroes aided the leaders to organize a quiet evacuation by river. And as the invasion began, they fought several small battles, rescued many, broke Mayor Raven's domination, and became true legendary saviors. As the last few townsfolk departed on boats and rafts from the wharf, several draconian soldiers operating a war machine almost indistinguishable from the real dragon attacked, unleashing the device's fire breath upon the divinely chosen, commencing the final encounter. When the enemies were neutralized, more reinforcements arrived, but in the end, as the contraption exploded into flaming smithereens, the party was victorious once more, yet many innocents fell that day, including the brave steed known as Petal, who was later blessed by a second chance, with a second chance. At night, as Bogler was consumed by flames, from the river Vingard, the village's survivors began the journey towards Kalaman. And even though our heroes' abilities and confidence had grown, what the future holds for them is yet to be determined. Okay, so we have something different today. Tonight, we open somewhere else, yet on the same moonless, starry night. Now on a rocky mountain cliff, as our frame pans away from a quintessential adventuring party formed of a ranger, a barbarian, a rogue, a fighter, a monk, a wizard, and a unicorn, who are climbing towards the mountain top, where an ancient structure stands menacing. As our focus enters through the open window in this ancient structure, we see an incomprehensibly large room which its interior size doesn't match the outside. This room is only decorated by endless chromatic floor tiles. And lost in the distance, there is a jagged Stygian throne. As we get close, seated in this majestic throne, we see the most beautiful woman in the world, wearing a gossamer midnight gown. She has very long ebony hair and intense dark eyes in the face of a goddess. Her proportions and figure are too perfect to be free of sin, and one look from her will wake anyone's wildest desires. Facing her, we also see a tall, topless, muscular, handsome man with pasty white skin covered in battle scars and frozen blue eyes. He wears a tan leather trousers and riding boots, and also is holding a helm in his hands. And behind him we see his saddled enormous red ancient dragon resting comfortably. The woman says, in a voice that sounds like singing angels, "I felt their presence a few days ago in the endless Black Sea, but I wasn't sure what I was. But today I felt them again. The wimpy gods have broken their promise of silence. Those boring benevolent sheep, always following orders. I would love to see the high god face when he finds out." The stocky man asks with his deep, low voice, "Should we have them kill, your majesty?" She replies, "Not yet, Lord Verminard. That will be way too easy. Let me savor their illusory hope for a bit longer first. I love playing with my food." Send a message to Fire Eyes immediately. I want to know who these fish-stinking chosen ones are and what are their petty intentions. After an awkward pause, She shouts. What are you standing there for? Leave now, you idiots! I'm very hungry, and I will deal with the other puny intruders myself. The pale man with glacier eyes look down as his muscly body silently turns around, exiting, followed by his enormous crimson dragon, who says, Farewell, your majesty. And both disappeared into an eerie red mist, almost like a puff of mist. The most beautiful woman in the world starts to grow in size, larger and larger without pause, until almost all the space of the room is filled with this terrifying, multicolored, five-headed dragon that we recognize. At this point, the adventuring party, best known as the ones who never left, enter the room with weapons in hand and warded by arcane magic. She laughs with this weird voice of a huge colossal dragon as her maw opens wide, and from it scorching flames of hell spread across the whole room. And then we cut back to you, divinely chosen. An inspiration to whoever tell me who this adventuring party was.
Was
The
it a
D&D
monk?
cartoon.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Inspiration from Martin.
Who?
The D&D
The D&D
cartoon.
cartoon
Yeah.
with the
Oh, yeah!
Banger and Tiamat.
Yeah. I just thought it would be funny. All right. So you take a personal inspiration there. So as we start, the Bingat River carries the flotilla of boats from Bogler towards Kalaman. The journey took the whole night, and after the unforgettable horrors that all of you and the villagers faced, everyone is relieved that the journey downriver was uneventful. It is 8:30 in the morning, new day, sunny day, and as you one by one start awaken, we start with you, Oliver. As you find yourself on the boat, your boat, as you awaken, one of your workers, house workers, kind of makes a little bit too much noise, and you awake, and you find yourself just surrounded by servants, but there is no father there.
Is the boat docked or anything?
Yes, you have arrived to a shore, and you see on this shore, if you were to look out from the window, you will see hundreds of people. All the survivors of the village are already also their boats have arrived to this kind of beach shore on the river, and on the very far distance you see all these tents. It's almost like a caravan kind of tent town, and then far behind you see walls and a castle on the very distance and a huge city. I'm not sure if you have been to Kalaman, but if you have, you will recognize the city being Kalaman.
First thing I'll do is I'll get all my stuff ready, and seeing that the amulet's back on my person again,
Yes, you do that straight away.
I'm gonna take the amulet and throw it back into my room, shut the door, and then walk out and see if I can find any of the others.
Okay. The servants will greet you good morning. My lord, did you sleep well?
Honestly, I miss having my own bed, my own pillow, but how are you guys? Is your family safe?
Oh, yes, luckily, we are our own family, as you well know. My brothers and I, and Dad, we all been working here. Mother passed away so many years ago. God, it's so nice for you to ask, my lord. But yes, everyone
Well,
survived.
of course, that's good news, I guess.
It's good to see your family
Where's
reunited again, too, my lord.
kind of, sort of, but
No,
where did
your
Captain?
brother was here this morning. All
He
of you.
was?
Yes, he came at dawn as soon as we landed into the
How
seas.
did he arrive?
Oh, I believe we didn't really want to hear our conversations of you, lords. That would be very inappropriate of us, but I believe he arrived in a different boat himself, also part of the village evacuation.
I thought we were on the last few boats that left the docks.
I mean, there is so many boats, my lord, who knows?
I'll grab him by his shirt and I'm gonna pull him in, not like
Oh,
threateningly, but where's him? Where is he right now?
oh, your father and him left first thing very early this morning.
Where to?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna shake him up a little bit. You gotta remember something. Come on, tell me something. Where did he go?
Make a persuasion
I
check
need
at
details.
advantage or intimidation, whichever approach you're going for.
I I'm I'm not trying to intimidate him, but I'm guessing he's intimidated, so I'll
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, that sounds awesome.
Oh, natural 20. I don't need that advantage.
Oh my God, you're gonna get us in so much trouble, my lord. He kind of like looks towards the other servants for a second, and he left for Castle Kalaman, my lord. But I was told specifically not to tell you
By who?
by your father himself. Please don't tell him I told you. I don't want to get fired. Not now. My
Of
family
of
needs
course
us
I
more than ever.
no, I won't say a word, but thank you. And as I'm letting go of his shirt,
No.
inside his jacket pocket, I'll tuck in a gold coin.
Oh, do you
And
do it
just
in
like
a
how I
way
won't
that
tell
he
him,
realizes, or you want to make it stealthily?
I'm gonna try and no, I want him to see it.
Oh, he kind
But
of. Oh, my lord, he
don't forget,
smiles.
I won't tell him what you've told me as long as you don't tell them that I asked you these questions.
Oh, yes, of course, my lord. I will never do that. Thank you. This is so kind. He kind of looks towards the gold coin like you gave him 100 gold coins. It's like he's so happy. His face is full of joy. Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything else you could tell me at this time? Anything of value?
Um, he looked like he was on a fight potentially, but it's normal, I guess. I mean, there was a hard day in Bogler yesterday. It was the most horrendous day of our lives. Luckily for us, I guess we don't really have a house. We've always stayed and lived with you and your family, Golden Main. But all
Did you
those
say
people that
Edwin looked like he was in a fight?
yes, his clothes were disheveled and full of blood and wounds. I guess all of the most of the people are like that this morning.
Hmm. This is very interesting. Thank you again.
Just
What
a
did you
quick
say your name was, Edwin?
Henry.
Henry?
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting with you, Henry. I'm sorry, I'm still getting to remember
Oh,
all your
that's
names.
okay.
There's so many of you.
It's an honor to be asked your name, by my name by you. Just a quick question. We are all quite hungry. Do you know if you lords will be providing for us at some point soon?
Of course we will. Actually, we are going to give you guys the money to go shopping for food for us, and I'll put another 5 gold pieces in his hands.
Oh,
Make sure you get plenty of dinner food for all of us tonight.
oh, fantastic. Thank you, my lord. This is way too much, but sure, I will ensure we have provisions for a few days. Yeah, even of. Oh, God. And he kind of like, all full of joy, Henry starts making his way towards the rest of your servants and starts communicating the news. They all start kind of getting ready to head their way, on their way.
If I can, I'll try to be on my way to wherever I last saw Zachriel's boat.
Okay. Just quickly while you make your way, roll a d4, please.
I'm good at rolling those. I'm average at rolling those.
You see that an older refugee slipped into shallow water and has sprained an ankle. You see this older man, like, kind of like, and he's kind of half of his body is inside the river at this point. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be anyone else apart from you and him at this point as you make your way towards the other people's boats.
First thing I'll do is I'll run up to him and I'm gonna try and grab his arm and put it over my shoulder and wrap my other arm around him and say, "Come on, it's not a."
Thank you. You kind of like, he
Okay,
waits
okay.
like nothing. It's like a little pigeon, pretty much in weight. He's like this frail old man.
What are you doing out in the water? Don't you know it's too early to be drowning?
You see that he's got like a stick, and he's trying to make an improvised fishing rod kind of cane thing, and he actually slipped. I was so hungry. I don't know. I think I've sprained my ankle. As you look towards his foot, you notice he's kind of like swelling up.
If you want, I'm Oliver. I'm with the Golden Mane family.
Oh, I
If you
know who
want-
you are, Oliver. Oh, thank you for helping. It's such an honor.
I know. You look like you're on bad legs tonight. So tonight, why don't you explain to my servants that you're with my family and that you're our honored guest tonight?
Oh, God, I couldn't do that. Your father's father and I went to the wall together. That's such an honor. And he starts kind of rambling and rambling. If you want...
Wait. You went to war with Captain
Yes.
Walter.
No, with your great father, grandfather, my father is Captain Walter.
Oh, well, this will be great stories to tell. Everyone will be very happy to see you at dinner tonight.
Oh, thank you. You, without making a perception check, you see that he's got a very strong body odor. He probably doesn't seem very well looked after. He's probably one of those people who live alone, and he's kind of at that time. If you wanted to, you could make a medicine check to try to patch up his swollen leg. As you kind of see him, he tries to stand up. He's like, oh!
I mean, I did take.
Just put him out of his misery.
Oh God!
Wow.
Uh,
Whoa!
here,
That is such a Cedric thing to say.
Yeah.
Let's sit you down on this. Let's sit you down on this cargo box. You'll need to elevate your foot. My friend Tess taught me some tricks, and I'll hopefully get. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. Almost. I'm stealing one of those inspirations. I feel like this man might be helpful.
Ooh, okay. As you heal, kind of like wrap his bandages on his ankle and stuff, he seems ever so grateful. You get a personal inspiration for that. Oh, thank you, my lord. Oh, he kind of like kneels on you.
Okay. Less touchy. Let me do the touching.
Oh,
No touching.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you, man. He kind of looks towards where the servant's boat it is, and he starts kind of limping
Wait.
his way.
Sir, what was your name again?
McConicle.
Bionicle?
McConical. McConical. McConical.
I'm just gonna call you Mike.
Oh, Mac will do fine, sir.
Oh,
Mac.
Mac?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you come to my family's dinner tonight and explain to them that you're Oliver's guest, okay?
Okay. I'll definitely do that. I'll tell them I'm like Oscar's guest. Yeah.
Okay. And just stay away from the water. And if you see a
Okay.
if you see a minotaur, stay away from him.
Oh yes, Minotaurs are dangerous, my lord. It says.
Especially this one. This one's not so bright.
He kind of looks confused, kind of thing. He starts kind of like limping his way towards. You hear him on the distance saying, "I'm Oscar's guest." Well, he says Oscar again for the second time instead of Oliver, and you realize he's not really 100% well. But your servants kind of make eye contact from you in the distance as they notice you were there chatting with him, and one of them smiles
After
towards
he
you.
was touching me a lot, can I just quickly check my pockets, make sure everything's still there?
Sure. You don't need to make any roll. Everything is there, but you notice his handprint is on your jacket, like a muddy handprint,
God, I'm.
as he did kind of lean on you.
I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Cedric to clean this up for me.
And this probably will be a good time to show your new outfit because I updated it there. Look on the stream. Yeah, so that's how it looks like your beautiful new outfit. But now it's got a
Breastplate.
mud, yeah, stain on the blue shirt.
You
Yeah.
need to do the art again, unfortunately.
Is that rust I see on there as well?
Is that what?
Rust? Is it rusting a little?
No, it's
Sure.
beautifully. It's beautiful. Wow.
He's just mad again because he couldn't afford sleeves. That's all it is.
All right. And as you
But,
make your
I'll-
way, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my way to Zachriel's boat.
Okay, perfect.
But if you want to go off to the next person, you can.
Yeah, Zachriel, as we move towards your boat now, next, you wake this morning. Your father seems to be. You hear some kind of sound of frying, like a sizzling sound, and there is like a little fish on a pan that your father is cooking at the moment, and that kind of like sizzling as the fish goes into the hot oil. There is like a. Your boat is very open, and he's just kind of on the beach right next to you, and you wake up with that noise.
Oh, morning, father.
Oh, Zachariel, you're up. Good morning, son. How is it going? Are you okay? You see his eyes are so red, he's been crying big time. But he's pretending that he's
And-
okay. You know your father.
Yeah, and to be honest, Zachariel isn't really good at hiding things, you know? Like, he's very kind of outward with how he doesn't try and reserve anything, but he's definitely not as lively as usually is, given the recent things and feeling a bit, still feeling the responsibility. I feel like obviously we had the long rest, but he didn't sleep very well. He was up all night reading and just trying to find ways to, I guess, problem solve and to make sure something like that never happens again. So he's been up with his thoughts. He's been reading to try and fall asleep, and yeah, so he's a bit groggy this morning, but he accepts his breakfast with no complaints.
Okay.
Even though fish is pretty much every day with him because it's what he
Yeah.
does. Like, oh, fish again. You know what? Whatever.
Yeah, you see kind of like as you kind of your eyes start to awaken and you kind of fully are aware of what's happening, you see that there is dozens of survivors from Bogle that have pulled their mismatched boats all ashore, and the whole camp is beginning there. Like people are trying to settle kind of like possessions. People are crying. It's just like a horrible scene on this southern shore of this wide bay.
It's like setting up like a refugee camp or something.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
You see as well that on the distance, on this, there is ships that seems to be whaled on a harbor, like far in the distance, and in there you see these towering beacons. There is a pair of towering beacons. If you have ever been to Kalaman, you will have seen them before. Kalaman is famous for those beacons, and you see the walled city that rises on the distance as well. And you are here in this southern shore. If you want, as you are kind of getting awakened and stuff, you can roll a d4 too. If you roll a 2,
Okay.
we will re-roll.
Reroll, it's a 2.
Yeah, that's okay.
4.
All right. You notice that there is 2 rowdy youths that seems to be getting into a neighbor's boat. That you see the neighbor seems to be completely unaware. He's kind of like at this point, it's like a, well, it's Madeleine, you know. Everyone knows Grumpy Madeleine in Bogler. She's not a very pleasant person to be around. She's always bad mouthing everyone, but you know she doesn't deserve to be robbed. And you notice that these 2 kind of like these 2 youngsters seems to be sneaking into her boat on the distance.
What I'll do is, seeing this, I'll just go, oh, first start to the fucking morning. Okay, alright. I'm going to sneak up behind them as they're, and I'll just stand there with our arms crossed.
Okay, as you sneak up behind them, you could make a stealth check if you want, or
Sure.
yeah, I think that would make sense if that's okay. They are youngsters, so they are not very.
13.
That is enough. You manage to kind of sneak behind one of them. The other one kind of notices, and they whoa! They both kind of look at each other, and what do you say? Or do?
Put it down.
They kind of both look at each other. Make a persuasion or intimidation check if you want.
Intimidation. Uh, 14.
That is enough. You see that one of them kind of slowly puts down this money pouch full of gold. Well, full of coins, whichever coins they are. In slow motion. The other one looks at you and kind of puts this loaf of bread kind of down as well that he had in the hand. And at this point, you see that Madeleine is just like there, going like, "This place is disgusting. I'm kind of don't deal with this. Why are you doing this so next to my boat?" And she's kind of like having a row with someone else.
I'm gonna go to the 2 kids and go, are you hungry?
They're both not.
Well, maybe ask first. If you're hungry, come join us for breakfast.
Oh,
This, after everything that's going on, is the last thing you should be doing.
I'm sorry for stealing this. We're just so hungry. I woke up this morning. I haven't eaten since yesterday lunchtime. Thank
That's
you.
okay. I understand. Apology. Well, don't know if she would accept it, so you're lucky you've got me instead. Now come and have breakfast.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And I'll just start walking back to the thing.
Yeah, you get a point of inspiration as well for that. As Madeleine keeps like shouting and screaming, completely unaware of what happened there. and you slowly make your way back. Your father is like looking at you as you kind of fry the fish, and on the distance you see Oliver approaching. But if you guys are okay with that, we'll move to Lorandir next, if that's
Yeah.
cool. Lorandir, you are on your boat with your family. Your cousin is also there, and you kind of have awakened from your long meditation. What would you like to do? What would you be doing this morning?
I guess we need to find places for these people to stay in Kalaman. We'll have to maybe speak. Maybe let Cedric know somebody. So I would suggest we go and find him at some point before we arrive.
Loranil, your grandpa kind of like is there talking to you. Yes, that will be a good idea. Yes. Actually, he doesn't have an old voice. He's not that old at all. Damn it. Considering for elves. Yes, that would be a good
600,
idea.
let's get around.
Make a perception check. As you kind of there with also at this point Thessalia is also with you, as well as her father, Elanir. Wow. With a 26.
What do my elf's eyes see?
Well, your elf nose smells this tiny smell of decay, and your eyes see as Petal spits out one of their teeth.
Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Thessalia,
Yes, Lauren.
have you checked on Petal since last night? You know,
Oh, what do you mean? She kind of starts getting closer.
I mean, look at that.
Oh no!
That's not normal.
Pilatif, what is this about? And at this point, as you kind of focus your eyes 1 second on Petal, you recognize and notice that her eyes are milky gray, all one color. Like there is no iris, there is no pupils. It's just the whole thing is like a milky gray kind of color. She kind of gasped.
Thessalia, your horse is like a zombie horse.
The horse kind of like does this normal thing that it does for her to kind of like touch the ear, and as she starts touching the ear, you see like fur sticks to her hand, like it's falling away. It kind of does Petal does that kind of sound, and you see Thessalia's face like,
You probably should do something about that. Like, I
Put the horse out of its misery, man.
God, that's the last Cedric solution this morning.
Cedric, we were talking about you. Just
Yeah, you actually notice that last Cedric's boat full of servants, kind of like you see the sister on the deck, she's kind of sunbathing, full of sunbathing cream, like she's fully oiled, like she's on the beach kind of thing on the top of her.
her grapes.
Yeah. They are like a few servants kind of fanning her, it's quite a hot day at this point. And you notice La Cedric fully beautifully dressed, perfect, immaculate, shining.
Yes, it's true. Carry on, please. Describe
You can
me
see
more
the
in
food
beauty.
as is strong because it wasn't perfectly cooked in the river.
I've just thrown it overboard instead of feeding other people. I've tossed it over the side of the ship. It's not fit for human consumption. I asked for it medium rare. It was medium. Nobody can eat that.
I mean, some people can,
As we're talking, I have someone feeding me grapes as well.
Yeah, as you start kind of doing that, you actually both of you see this that there is a youngster that struggles to land their boat. They haven't actually got there, and you see that 20 feet away from you, their boat is drifting away on the river. The river is kind of current is almost taking their boat away.
I suppose we should help. Boys, bring that boat in. I call for my servants to fetch the boat.
Okay. As you do that, you see the servants look at you reluctant, kind of like one of them fixes their outfit. Make a persuasion check at advantage. They don't seem very willing to kind of go into the water swimming out of the sudden like that.
Persuasion.
Yeah. You have advantage because they will obey you. They are your
Okay.
servants, but they are really like looking like, what the fuck? Wow. Fucking hell. Look at that.
22.
Yep. You see like the oldest, one of the oldest of your servants looks at all the other ones and he shakes his head and he starts kind of undressing, you know, like this scene from a movie, you know, like slowly taking his jacket off,
The
you know. like-
uniform stays on. There's certain rules of etiquette we have to uphold here, gentlemen. We're back home. Let's represent ourselves dignitly, please.
He goes into the water. Make a survival check for your servant. And I will recommend you to succeed, otherwise you might lose a servant on the river. As you see the
bite you,
flow,
that's
the
fine.
current of the water is kind of like quite strong. Maybe for you it wouldn't be, but for this frail, older servant, might be.
Survival.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm going to use an inspiration on this.
Okay. All right. They will use their stats, so you roll a d20 and add a +1. They are wise enough. Oh.
16.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, you don't need to use an inspiration until you know the result, so just keep it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
with a 16, surprisingly, considering their age, this person is just swimming like crazy and he grabs the boat, the string of the boat, of this kind of drifting ship, and he says, and you see that he struggles. He cannot actually do it on his own at this point. You see he's kind of like moves and towards he found it, but now he's like stuck with them, kind of thing.
Lauren, dear, be a darling and assist to the poor boy.
You're the worst.
Thank you so much.
I'll go over there.
I'm just standing on the shore watching this, still being fed grapes.
Wow. As you
I'll
get
jump in
into-
the water.
As you do that, make a survival check at advantage, Lorandir, because at this point you have someone halfway kind of like trying to get your hand. This servant is trying to link arms with you. Wow. Lorandir is on fire today, yeah?
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah, you kind of get there, take his hand, and you see Lorandir.
Grab the guy. Jump on the boat.
Yeah.
Get that way.
Yeah, his muscle kind of Lorandir's arm muscle is like taking. You see, he looks like Wolverine after a workout all of a sudden, and he just pulls the whole thing, like the servant, the boat, everything. And you get a personal inspiration as well, Lorandir, as you are fully.
As the Cedric sees
Immersed
this,
on the water.
Can he pull out a handkerchief and just pat himself down because he's sweating from the impressive display Lauren has just put on? And I think the Minotaur may be blushing right now. So.
Yeah, yes, as you kind of like as you kind of do that and take that that handkerchief and you see kind of Lorandir there, you also notice you see that there is a couple that sits shivering beside an unlit firewood, staring on the direction of the river, like far away, and they are trying to light the fire, but they don't seem to be able to do that. They are too wet, you know, and they're kind of like trying and you kind of like at this point holding this handkerchief towards Lorandir. You see this Lorandir on the distance too, as you get into the shore. What do you do, Lorandir, actually, before we deal with that situation?
When if I see the fire, try to light it myself.
Oh, thank God.
You see that also, La Cedric. Lorandir has got one rope in one hand, the hand of the guy is pulling the boat.
So he's pulling
Yeah,
the ship one-handed and he's helping a lonely
Yeah,
couple light a
and he's
fire.
going towards these people that are this couple sitting there with them. Will you do anything actually? As you see,
I suppose I'll help.
do you have prestidigitation?
I do, yeah.
You know what prestidigitation could do. You just need to
Yeah,
click
yeah,
the
so-
fingers.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'll do, yeah. But I'll put a bit of flair onto it. I'll make sparks come out of it as well, just because.
As they kind of see it, make an Arcana check, just for fun and giggles. Yeah, to see how beautifully explosive these sparkles are.
Natural 20.
Fucking hell! Wow. Please describe to us how these fireworks ignite. Fly! I will imagine like a knife
It
fireworks.
starts like smoking a little bit. It starts smoking a little bit. Then all of a sudden, just sparks go everywhere, and then it forms in the heart shape around the couple.
Oh wow! They kind of look
And
towards every direction and knowing what's happening there.
And then in the distance, you just hear the name whispered, Cedric.
And they start clapping. Like you see that all these people around start clapping as they are like really desperate for joy.
Thank you. This is for you. I do this for you. I'm here for you.
Yeah, you hear your sister servants start saying,
Thank you.
Cedric will
Thank
be
you.
providing breakfast this morning. I say with
I-
thaumaturgy so everybody can hear me.
Whoa.
I told the servant to pass out the handful of grapes I have, and
7 grapes. What, Cedric?
It's a queue
Get
of
the good
people
stuff.
getting one grape each.
now inside the seeds, and you can grow your own grapes.
Wow, that's so funny. You
No,
do-
but I'll have people come out and set up like a buffet table for them.
Wow, amazing. You
Going-
get a
the
point of
servants are going
inspiration.
back into the river to all the food that they have thrown
Yeah.
away, picking it up.
How many people that make swim out and grab this raft with Lorendir?
Well, there was like 3 people in the boat, but as you start getting the food out, you start to see that the queue is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and at this point there is too many
the
people
servants
already.
I made. No, the people I made go grab the boat. So it was
Okay.
3.
Yeah, 3 of them.
I'll give them the 3. I'll give them each 10 gold, and
Oh,
I'll
wow.
cast prestidigitation on them so their uniforms are clean and dry again.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, as you do that, like
Yeah.
yeah, take a personal inspiration. Just make sure that you do that. And the morning
Nice.
continues, and after Lorandir dries himself and the people start shouting your name, you notice at this point as well, the both of you, that everyone is hungry around, like it's looking really bad. But I'll leave it to you guys.
Cedric, you know people here.
Where?
Well, can they
My
provide?
sister's right there. That's the head butler over there.
No,
that's the guy
somebody
that went
like
in the
the
wall.
council. You mentioned the council before.
Yeah,
Maybe you can.
we should
tell them,
probably go there and tell them
yeah,
what
about
happened.
providing like food and shelter for these people. From
Did you
Bogler.
not see the breakfast buffet?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What about tonight when it's raining and they're like trying to sleep and they're like getting wet and they're going to be sick by the morning?
Yes, they will. They should probably find shelter somewhere soon.
Yes, maybe we should ask the city to provide some.
I suppose we should. Oh, this will make me look good in the eyes of Auntie. Yes, a sterling
Yes.
idea, Lorendir. A sterling
make you
idea.
look
We should
amazing.
go to the
You
council
should-
immediately and demand refuge for these poor people.
Yes.
People sing
We
about
should
me.
probably go with the others so we can as a group. Like
No, let's do this as just like me, maybe.
I think a big some people from the town will come to plead our case.
Sure. Okay, let's do that.
All right.
And we'll go.
Where are the others, by the way? Have you seen them yet?
Well, Secretly is over there with his dad, somewhere. Well, and Oliver is with his parent and father, and he's kind of nasty, but he's over there.
Oh, that's the guy that peed his pants. Yeah.
Amazing. And you make your way as you pass and keep seeing this horrible scene
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
people. You see on the distance Sacriel's boat and Oliver kind of arriving there. And you all together at this point. Thessalia is awfully quiet, but she's with you as well on the background.
Did she kill the horse? I look for the horse.
The horse stay there in the place. She's very worried. You see kind of like this face, like you know Thessalia well enough to figure out that she has kind of reached out for her Skitty Jolith and finds out that this creature seems to be undead now. And she's not very happy about it.
Is there? I can't help with that, can I?
Not really.
Help with what?
Is there a way to cure undead stuff? Animate
dead.
dead?
That's basically what happened.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help.
You
I can
remember?
I can make her bigger if you want.
I don't know how that's gonna work, Last Cedric. I don't know how it's gonna help. What's happened to her? I don't understand.
We should find Lidara and ask her what's going on. Because
Yes,
she was the one.
yes, damn it.
Yeah.
We should do that. Why don't I do that and
I'll
you
probably-
guys, I'll meet you guys in
Okay.
a bit.
Sure. Guys, we were thinking about going to the council to ask for some place to stay, like some food, because people are starving.
Surely my family could just. We can give out some more food, Lauren dear. It's not a bother.
I mean, your wealth stayed in Vogler. What did you bring?
That was just like a summer home for us. You know that, right?
Oh, okay. No.
No, it's we
mean-
got more than just one home.
You were always there.
Inside
I
check.
just, you know.
Insight check.
Bring it on,
Son of a
bitch.
bitch. Now I'm gonna use inspiration.
Wow.
Insight. Let me see. What do I get? Oh, I believe you. I believe you. Oh, 15?
Yeah, we've got more than one home.
Wow. Okay.
Do you have a home in Kalaman?
I actually have a home in.
He has a penthouse suite here.
We're going to put the whole town in his house.
I think I do have a home here in Kalaman, don't I? Don't I? Cisco?
You don't seem pretty sure about that.
I will say make
I
a fate roll.
I gotta look it up real quick.
Just quickly
Oh,
write
please
back
stop
into my
holding.
backstory.
Here. Someone else talk real
Wait,
quick. I gotta
Okay.
read something.
Second page.
In the meantime, as you guys are there, you actually realize that you see Major Raven as well in the distance with her girlfriend
With her
Marisha.
fish, yeah.
They seem to be kind of like both of them are like Major Raven is kind of nurturing her fish and putting it inside the river and kind of like taking it out, and they're both kind of like
No, the
laughing.
half giant ate it.
Yeah, the giant fish.
We should probably tell them that we're going to the council, right? They should probably come with us.
Yes, they probably should. At least Major Raven. Yeah. Should.
Can we get them to like maybe take a shower first because they stink of fish?
I mean, no. Maybe that's part of the,
Hey,
I know you smell of fish too. I know. Just you all need to shower. It's disgusting.
there's only so much you can do. So I showered, yet the fish remains sometimes.
Prestidigitation. Now you smell like vanilla and lavender.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. But that was easy.
Lomandir, would you like a little essence? Maybe some cedarwood? You look like a cedarwood kind of guy. I'll make you smell like cedarwood.
I look at Oliver. I look at Cedric. I look at
He
Oliver.
can't be helped.
I'll take off. I'm gonna walk up to one of my servants and I'm gonna walk up to someone, take one of their white gloves off, and I'm gonna walk up to Lycedric and just smack him with it.
That's worse than the last club you met with.
Lycedric, someday, me and you, we are going to duel at
Be best
dawn.
friends. Oh,
No, no. I'm not ready to shake hands with the devil yet.
not with those gloves.
As you go back, you
Can I-
realize that that the people are so hungry that these queues of people waiting for breakfast now is becoming like out of order. It's just very worrisome. Even though you guys are jovial this morning, you see people crying. It's just really, really bad situation going on.
Right, let's start talking about this, let's get to the people that we need to speak to, whoever that is.
Maybe we should get the mayor to make a speech or something, so they know that there's something. Otherwise, they're going to start looting or something. That food is coming, we're going to get it, but to be patient.
Have we been noticed?
It's only
by,
been like a day. There can be
I was
that
gonna
high.
say, like, has
Yeah.
anyone noticed us like making a beachhead and like setting up camps on the shorefront, or not really?
You don't see anyone from that looks with different soldier or military uniforms or anything like that. You see behind where you are, there is like a whole slumber city, like imagine like all these people from different places that they have different clothing and things. So it seems to be different people from different towns have also come here.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of become like a huge caravan kind
Big
of
deal.
towns. And everyone seems to be in similar situation. You also see Alas that arrives to join you. Hey guys, how is it going this morning? You see this kind of like
Wait,
a
what?
drow with a scar face that joins you.
I'm going to, so would Zakel think of like we weren't the only town
Yeah, make a history check if you want.
that's been attacked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make a history check to see if you figured out the same. Any one of you who wants to come do it. actually.
Can I use an personal inspiration?
Sure, this is not a very important thing, but up to you though.
17.
Nah, 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
this
this
big
is an
break.
awkward thing. It seems like the whole scenario with your father, Zachriel, all these people on the queue that now are kind of queuing to get breakfast from one fish, because that is definitely not enough for everyone, is kind of throwing you off a little bit. And the rest of you notice that these peoples have different attires and different attitude and even different races, not people that you recognize from Bogla. There is like a you don't remember being any Kender. There's not that many Kenders in Bogle. There is kind of like a huge Kender community spreading around. There is half orcs. There is like all these different people that seems to be. Even you notice, Lauren, there's some of these Sylvanestry elves that are quite far away elves. They are not definitely nowhere anywhere here. And you see different towns of people on the distance. They all looking like they are taking refuge close to Kalaman's walls too.
Okay. Well, let's if we're going to talk to the mayor, let's do it quick and then get going. Just say what maybe should be said and then leave her to it and get going, because it looks like time is against us here. And I'll turn to my father. I say, could you get the rest of your men, your workers, to do what we do best and catch some fish?
Yes, I think that would be a great idea. Agriel, we should organize this because obviously, and he looks kind of like quite stressed as you see that huge queue of people. Like, yeah, it's not gonna be enough for people. You see at this point that as well. Marisha is kind of like stays with the fish, and Mayor Raven has noticed you congregating there, and she's kind of starts walking towards you guys as well. She kind of fixes her clothes and starts to, you see worry on her face.
You should be worried. They're looking at your fish and they want to eat it. I mean, it's a big fish.
There's a whole bunch of fishermen right near it too. Right
Oh
over there.
no. She kind of looks to every direction after you say that, kind of worried, and kind of signs to Marisha to put the fish away quickly before someone grabs it. And you see her kind of going with the fish toward her boat.
Are
towards
you
their boat.
being serious and hiding that?
This
It's
is
a pet.
this is our
It's a
pet.
family
How
member
could
to
you?
her.
Stop it. This is not fair. He's our friend. This is not food, but
Are you saying fish are friends and not food?
Fish lives matter, man.
Fish don't matter.
wow.
It's sashimi.
Wow.
It's delicious.
That's unbelievable. Oliver,
For
Of course they
shame, Oliver.
matter.
I thought someone of such high standing would have more respect for people's feelings.
Didn't you just almost drown your servants?
No, I told them to go get a shit.
she's kind of like says, guys, I don't know what to do. I think I should try to get these people settled. She looks towards your father. who
Why
is
you
one
have a
of-
fish across your back?
Well,
Man, there's an ocean right there. We could
they
get
were
more
very
fish. Let
dirty
the
from the
woman have her
trip.
pet.
They needed water for a little bit to get, you know. He can only stay for certain amount of time out of water. Our baby.
I just want to make sure this is the mayor, the same one that got like
Absolutely, yeah.
charmed.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the same one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got kind of like a dark skin. She's a beautiful black woman, kind of young.
Yeah. Ignoring the fish. Are you sure that you should even be here? I mean, have you figured out who or what charmed you?
I don't remember anything about what you're saying, but what should I do? I'm the major. I mean, where should
We're
I
gonna go
go?
speak to the council, so it's good that she comes with us.
I'm unable to come with you at the moment. I need to make sure these people are okay. But you know, you've proven yourself.
Can you give us? Can you give us some something in writing?
Of course,
the
you
major?
definitely can speak for us. Let me just. She kind of like, please follow me, and you kind of like, if you were to follow her, she will go towards her boat. And,
Begrudgingly.
yeah, and Marisha will be there. She will write something, a note, giving you authority to make whatever arrangement necessary to secure the safety of Bogler's people. And she will also, as you suggested, Lorandir, you see that she's very lost this morning, as everyone else. But with your encouragement and stuff, she will start kind of getting the people to calm down a little bit. And speak to your
We
father.
need to know how many people we have.
Oh,
Like,
okay, that's a great idea.
Are we like 100, 200? Are we like 50? You know, so we can ask for specifics.
Yes, I actually already organized that this morning. Around 100 have fallen, unfortunately. I'm not sure if there is more people coming or what is happening. We have dwindled from 400 to around over 300 at the moment, 310. I saw some more people arrive. Maybe it's between that and a bit more. But unfortunately, quite a few people didn't make it.
Well, you can only hope that they will arrive later, or
Yes, it's been a horrible situation. I don't know. I look around. This morning I was asking people, and it seems like we are not the only ones. These attacks have been occurring in other places too.
Does this does this attack have anything to do with that battle over at Sorry, one second.
Saman
With
Basuk?
Saman Basuk, yeah.
You will know that that's kind of an ongoing thing because that's where all the evil forces kind of like gather. So, but it's make a let's call it investigation if you want. If you want to ask people around, you could do this as a group if you guys are interested on this to figure out where the different people, the stories that you hear from people, if you want other people. You could do investigation, you could do persuasion, any of those two will work.
Persuasion? I'll do a persuasion check.
Yeah, yeah. Any of those two will work.
9.
Oops.
9.
I'll do persuasion as
Investigation.
well.
21 for me, investigation.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, 13.
Loman did just soloed this one.
And you got a 12 Zachriel, yeah?
9.
9, okay.
I was talking to the rangers, you know, they know. Like,
Yeah. You gather from the rangers that that all these different small villages and farms from the south and the east of Kalaman have been burnt in recent weeks, and these people are actually survivors from those attacks. Most of the people kind of agree. Soldiers wearing black and red armors are the perpetrators of these kind of things, and everyone has heard rumors of wars in the eastern nation of Kerr. That hasn't really been happening so much lately, but from Taman Basuk, raiders from the East Wild and ogres have been involved everywhere. There seems to be like there is an upheaval of enemies and forces that seems to be aligned with each other. And it seems to becoming a rumor of war, 100% sure.
And I think he's written this letter for us, right?
Yeah, she has, and she has given you authorization to speak on behalf of Bogler and the people of Bogler as well. She organized, she did, as you were, if you were to kind of leave her, she will see that she's kind of also organizing with your, aligning with your father, Zachriel, to get the fishers to try to fish a few boats going to the sea to do that. And she's gathering children and older, weaker people and kind of making a tent to kind of cure them. You see at this point Thessalia is involved on that too, and they are organizing this together with Kenrick as well.
I'm
Thessalia's
just gonna.
brother.
I'm gonna grab the. I'm gonna grab the scroll and just start walking towards the city. Zarkul is pissed, impatient, and is kind of generally having enough at the moment. He's he's definitely feeling the overwhelming situation, and again, the sense of responsibility. He just snatches the thing in and starts walking.
Okay. The rest of you, do you follow? Alas seems to follow as well.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Also, you notice that Alas is wearing armor of the Knights of Solamnia, the one that Thessalia had. So you gather, Lorandir, that this morning Thessalia must have given it to him at some point. The one that that Beklen gave to Thessalia where you were around. And he's wearing
I'm
this.
looking around to make sure that Thessalia is not dead. Like, oh, she's over there. It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, you see her kind of like kind of on the tent, this kind of like medic's tent that she's kind of like in charge with her father. They are both kind of like, her father is known for being a healer, but not a magical divine healer, more like a conventional doctor kind of healer type. And they are both kind of occupied as the major says, all right, farewell, keep us updated.
I say nothing.
No.
Oh, Zachary is this way because he's storming off in the wrong direction, so I'll just guide him in the right direction.
Wait. And I keep walking. In a mood.
Right. And as you start making your way, you see statues of Titanic soldiers that line Kalaman's mighty walls. These ancient stone knights stare into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defenses that withstood even in the Cataclysm. And a disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures line the roads of the city's nearest gate, where you see soldiers in the distance wearing blue and yellow uniforms, kind of stopping people as they are about to enter. At this point, after this queue, kind of like you're waiting there for a little bit, eventually gets to your turn, and one of them says, "Hi, morning. May I help you?"
Good morning, my dear boy. Cedric Longhorn. I'm going to see the council, and these are my guests with me.
Are you representatives of Bogler?
I'm representative
We are.
of Kalaman.
Oh, all right. You are from here. Please come in, sir. He kind of like checks you out. They kind of whisper to each other something, and
Not doing an inside check?
sure.
See if I can hear what they say. I don't hear nothing.
Yeah. Still, that's the only letter you hear there. Syllable, seal. Yeah. They look towards the rest of you as well, and it says because
They're my +4, so
yeah, okay. Because the representative of Bogler, the leader of Bogler, is already in the castle. So I'm a bit confused.
Oh, no.
Do you know why there is more than one, two representatives? There was the two representatives
We
already.
have a letter from the mayor.
Oh, but oh, okay. They kind of look towards each other again, and then the other one whispers again in the ear, looking towards you, La Cedric. Please go in. No worries. Not our.
Sorry,
Do
who's
you
the-
just let anyone in?
No, we don't. There's a lot of people here. We are a very busy city. You need a reasoning at this point. There is hundreds of people allied here. We have been given orders to us the reasons of the visit and why. And we decide who goes in and who doesn't.
Oh, that seems to be anybody.
I mean, his auntie is a member of the council. We have no choice.
It's fine, Zachary. It's fine. They're doing their job. It's fine. Thank you.
Apologies, sir.
Did you get the names of the representatives from Bogler that came through earlier?
Some gold plate? Gold. They kind of
Mane?
both look at.
Was
Oh,
it
yes,
Goldenmane?
Yes. Goldmane, yes. Lord Goldmane and Goldmane Jr. Yes, that's who they were.
Oh,
The
Yeah, they're
younger
not the
one.
leaders.
we should probably get there really quick before something bad happens, guys.
Before we go, the younger one. Did he still look battle worn at all?
Oh no, they were both pristine, proper nobles, sir. Like they kind of look at you and don't say anything, Oliver. You see that they're gonna say something, but they stop themselves because they don't want to maybe get it wrong or be inappropriate.
I'm gonna get close enough, and I'm gonna step on one of his feet and just smile at him and say,
Oh,
"You should stop where your head."
oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My apologies. And they kind of
It's
both
fine,
look
it's fine,
towards the
it's
stain
fine.
in the handprint in your jacket. So,
It's true.
like he's gonna
he's a
hate kill
lord.
me
He's-
today.
It's true.
If you,
he is
if
a
you
noble,
really,
I guess.
if you really
yes.
want to apologize, you'll send any and all assistance down to the people of Vogler.
We would love to do that. But
If you
unfortunately,
really
sir,
want to apologize,
He doesn't want to apologize. Let's go. Just come on. We've got better things to do than argue with guards. Let's go.
This is a
Hi.
waste of time.
Does he have anything of value on him?
No, he's a guard.
Sure, you see kind of like a flashy kind of like weapon on the side of him, like this kind of a dagger, like a ornate, also
Oh,
with
that's
following
a nice-
the same blue and
I'm
yellow
gonna send
kind of
a
metal dagger.
message to Oliver and say, "Don't."
Don't do it.
Wait. I'll turn around and wink at Zachriel, and I'm gonna pretend to slip onto the guard and grab onto him as much as I can, and just like, oh god, and I'm gonna like take one of my hands and shove it up in his face. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna swipe the dagger off his hip.
All right, make a sleight of hand at advantage as you're doing. I see you're really committed on this. Zachriel, if you want to, you can impose
baby.
disadvantage on this if you want to make it obvious or be mean.
I mean, you
No,
can, but
because
that's
it's gonna
25
slow us down if
for
I
it.
try and stop this now. I'm just like,
With a
we need to get going. Right?
25, Oliver, you can add Kalaman insignia high rank dagger to your inventory. It's like a blue, it's a rare blue metal that you are not very familiar with. It seems to be something local type of metal, and it's got like a yellow pommel with some kind of crystal on it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
how we
going.
equip
Let's get
ourselves.
going.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll push off the guard and run off with the others. And
Yeah.
I'll whisper into Zachriel's ear. You telling me no just makes me want to do it that much more. You know that, right?
I'm not in the mood, Ollie.
Oh, fair enough.
Right, as you guys are actually, I should have done this. I forgot of doing this. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just give you a little brief show display map because I don't actually have it prepared. Actually, it should be right there. 1 second. There should be a map of Kalaman here. Yeah, there is. Of course, there is. Yes, there is a map. Okay, here it is. So I'll move you there. Yeah, look at that.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. So you were entering, let's say, from this gate, because I'm kind of not sure. Let's say that that's where you enter, just to make it simple, as there is the ones that there is got more of that caravan kind of town. I will imagine that's the one.
Yeah.
And you have kind of make your way. As you go through Kalaman streets, you recognize a completely different vibe to Bogler. This is a very advanced city. The feeling is completely different. People are dressed differently. There is a much more cosmopolitan style city. Different type of establishments, more mix of races, businesses. It's just like a completely different vibe to yours. It still feels like a fishing village though, like a fishing town. So there is a very fish-like commerce and very artisan, that kind of things happening around. But you see in general, it's got a much higher class vibe overall. There is a more like a different types of nobility and more money invested, obviously. And as you make your way through, as you enter through the trade gate and kind of make your way down, you see Castle Kalaman on the distance. Would you like to stop anywhere, or would you just go straight towards the castle?
Beeline.
Zachary, they do amazing pastries in that little coffee shop.
I've already left it. He starts talking about coffee.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Fine. But maybe after the thing, sure.
Okay.
Is Zachriel like leaving the area, or is Zachriel just walking away?
No, I'm going towards
Just
bloody keep.
pacing.
I'm going to where I think important people are. I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah, you
I'm
see the
important.
castle. I
You
mean,
want to go right now because
If you wanted to talk to important people, you'd be walking up to me.
the castle is
I continue
easily
walking the way I was going.
recognized.
I leave you both behind.
where is it you're trying to get to? Who is it you
I'm
want to
going
talk
to the I'm going to the biggest building I
Yeah,
can see,
to
which
castle.
I'm sure
You've been told that is the castle.
castle.
Kalaman, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, important people live in castles. Let's go there. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know anyone in the. I only know the
Yeah, okay.
council. So
Yeah, you kind
right,
of
where's the castle?
you kind of pass by different bazaars and kind of inns and all these different street vending food stands and all these different things, and you eventually get to where even if the imposing Castle Kalaman didn't stand above hundreds of foot cliff, it will still tower over every structure in the city. The path to it rises up cliffside, overlooking these gigantic statues matching those that line on the city walls. At the path end, you see guards that stand before an open gate, as you see this majestic structure there. Also, you know that that this is a symbol of the city. This old-age fortress is visible from anywhere, beyond miles and miles away. La Cedric, you will know as you are from here that the city governors dwells within the castle, as well as the ruling council, where your auntie Boba is one of the members, Boba Longhorn.
Okay.
And they run their meetings here. Also, you know that this castle is serves as a headquarter of Kalaman's military, and that is barracks. Barracks house hundreds of troops. Also, you know that there is an extensive catacombs that run beneath the castle. But the entrance of these tunnels were closed long ago and remain magically sealed. You aren't sure why, but that's how it's always been. The rest of you can make a history check if you want to get a little bit more info from Kalaman. See what you know of Kalaman. While I find where it says that.
I'm choosing not to roll.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think where Zakril is mentally, he's not there.
Okay.
Trying to think.
I mean,
things
this
like
is
that.
more for you to see what Sacriel knows about the city, though. It's not like a moment happening now. This is like retroactively, but up to you.
Okay, yeah.
If that's
cool.
okay
I'll
with
do
you.
it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's for that reason, then
Yeah, it's just to see a general knowledge of Kalaman kind of thing, you know? Because La Cedric knows it all because he's from here.
17. Not too bad.
That's pretty good. Lorandir, unfortunately, Kalaman is not your forte. Thessalia has been more times. She's got friends and she's done some jobs here. But she seems to be more the one that you get the orders and your family, and she does the kind of deliveries more like it. If that's okay with you, Martin. But the rest of you, 15 and a 17, you will know all this already, La Cedric. You know that Kalaman is the city capital of the Solamnic province of Nightland. Nightland is the actual region. Kalaman is a thriving trade city known for his strong walls, castles, and the harbor beacons, and all of it predates the Cataclysm as well. It's like a really old city. The ruler, as La Cedric knows, the ruler of the city, the city is ruled by a governor, the council of guild leaders, and a military marshal as well. That is another high rank person in there. Also, you know that Kalaman has a huge military force that deter raiders from Eastwald and monsters from the Darkguard Mountains as well. Oliver, you will have that exact information because you being yourself a special force of the Knights of Solamnia at some point, fighting on that war. You will have heard this, that Kalaman is being involved in a lot of these confrontations with Captain Basuk, and have sent a lot of their armies to combat and stop these people and horrible creatures to kind of keep controlling and overtaking the smaller towns. And also last, the Vingar port is where the city on the mouth of the Vingar River, and you also know that this place is around 30 miles from Bogler. The two of you will also know that. You, La Cedric, know that the governor is called Kalof Mir. She's a human noble. I'll just put the name here. This might come up. I'll put it on Roll20. Yeah, she's the governor.
Oh, that's the governor.
Yes, of Kalaman. Who La Cedric knows. I wouldn't say know her well. With a, let's see, with a 15 Oliver, you will know that Marsha Nestra Bendry is the commander of Kalaman, leader of the Kalaman military. You will have known her from your different missions and stuff like that at some point. And she's the kind of like leader of the army, pretty much. Make a fate roll, Oliver.
Oh shit.
This will determine whether you have actually fought with her at some point or something like that. You have a higher connection to her than just hearing of her.
If he did know about her, he would probably only know her from the training, but I'm gonna say low.
Yeah, you know her, but this will be how close you know her. Oh, with a low, yeah, you will definitely know her from your training. She was one of the leaders during the training, and she took a special interest on you because your father as well. Even though your father is kind of retired at this point, he still has influence, and it was one of those situations where your father makes sure that she gave you extra training just to make sure that you will be outstanding over others, not caring of what you thought or felt about it. So she saw that.
Then I'll definitely, I'm gonna tip my hat down and try to keep my eyes away from hers.
Okay, yeah, once you do encounter her. All right, amazing.
Yep.
And La Cedric, you are there on the gate of the castle. Make a fate roll as well to see if the guards actually know you. This will make things much easier if they don't.
Let's do low. 12. They do not know me.
Yep. They kind of stand there menacing as they see you kind of like determined. I will imagine Sacriel leading this. Sacriel, they say like they have this kind of
I just
lances.
grab
and they
the
kind of,
letter
like,
and just slap it against his chest.
Oh, okay.
Move aside.
Yeah, one of them starts kind of like awkwardly. He's got like one of these super tall men. He's got like huge hands, and you see he's kind of like struggling just by unfolding this paper. Kind of like opens it like that, and he starts looking at it. The other guards kind of gets close, and both of them read it kind of semi-aloud, and they both see confusion on their faces. Just to cut a long story short, they will also convey that they are confused because the leader, representative of Bogler, are already inside the castle speaking to the council, but they don't understand why there is
somebody
another.
that calls themselves the leader but is not actually the leader.
Oh, but he's retired
Bogler is a
knight of
democratic.
Solamnia.
We elect our mayors, and the mayor is the leader of our town.
Okay. They kind of see on their face. They look at each other like, don't get involved in this kind of politics, and they say, yes, please go in. You will have to go to the second floor. One of them kind of makes this sign, and he calls someone else that will be escorting you inside the castle.
I shoulder check one of them as I go by.
Okay. Oh, it kind of like
That's
moves.
it. I'm just being really like aggressive in nature.
They're from out of town. They don't They've never
Yep.
been to this. I'm
Make
sorry
an
about that.
intimidation check if you want. I will give you advantage because I see that you are really
You
committed
have never
to this.
seen, up till now, you've never seen Zachariel like this. $21.
Wow. Okay. With a 21, yep, they kind of like both back off as this kind of like younger soldier kind of like follows you. Also, Alas is with you. Alas seems to recognize him, and they kind of greet each other, and they kind of like super scared of you. Everyone is opening their path, and you enter the castle's paved courtyard. It's like a huge courtyard leading to this open wooden gate that leads to, you see that there is some kind of a spiral staircases going up at this point. But as you kind of start making your way, I need you all to make a perception check, please.
Oh, Zachariel's great at this.
Oliver, you have Oliver, you have advantage.
2!
I actually, with all the mess that's going on with Zachariel and them, just really quickly, Edwin and Captain Molter are here, correct?
Yeah.
I want to try to slip away from the group, and I want to try and tail Edwin.
Before you do that, just make the perception check.
But I will make the perception check.
Yeah.
I
Because
am
this is relevant
so,
to
like,
this.
Fuck.
nothing. I'm like, here.
I'll burn a personal inspiration. I really want this.
Okay.
With a 2, I'm just seeing red. I'm just...
Wow. Okay. You
I really
actually, none of you notice. Well, actually, last Cedric, you recognize him as well. You see in there Edwin on the courtyard, kind of waiting, kind of like spinning on his spot. As you recognize him and notice him, he makes eye contact with you and looks towards you, Oliver, with his face like disgust, and kind of looks
I'm
down
trying
towards
to
the
hide.
floor. Unfortunately, he's seen you too. Because imagine this is like an open courtyard. It's not that easy to see, but make a stealth check if you want, as Oliver. But
Yeah, if he's seen me, after he sees me and looks down in disgust, then I'm gonna try and hide.
okay. What about you, last Cedric? He kind of notices you too, as you notice him. Would you like to also
Do I
hide?
know? Do I know that that's the brother? I do, right?
They have a very strong family resemblance, and you have
So
met him
I've
actually.
never actually been introduced. I've only heard about the brother. I've never actually met the brother, right?
Well, remember we were outside the
seen me
camp. In the
Yeah.
You've
camp.
seen me
Yeah, but I
disguised
never
as
saw
him.
him, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
you saw
didn't.
me-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You saw me disguised as him, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
wait, you
burn
did.
one of the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
burn a
true.
group inspiration, by the way, Cisco.
Yeah.
I'm not
perfect.
gonna try and hide. No.
Okay.
I'm not trying.
Fuck.
Yep. Even though you try your hardest, La Cedric horns are shining on the sun, you know? Like at this point, it's kind of illuminated and it's kind of almost like a beacon, you know? The little golden bits are kind of
I
like
like to
shining.
think that
Yeah.
it's shining in your eyes and it just makes you even more noticeable.
I walked past Edwin.
Okay. Yeah. You walk.
With my 2, I'm not even noticing him.
Yeah, you kind of walk past. The same with you, Lorandir. Also, with your natural one, you don't even see him. You just kind of keep going. And at this point, the two of you notice that Oliver is kind of like trying to he's acting weird. And La Cedric, what are you doing, La Cedric? Do you actually engage him or do you keep going?
I won't. I'll just look. Okay, I'll just carry on.
Okay. Oliver, will you engage him or will you keep going?
Seeing that I've tried to hide and the glint of the disgustingly golden horns is kind of like glaring into my eyes, I'll bump into Edwin and I'll just say, can we have a talk, brother?
He looks at you kind of like with once more with a scorn on his face. You big mouth ratting loser, he says to you. How could you do
Better
that
be
to me?
careful.
Putting
Do what?
father against me. You should be ashamed of yourself. I
Wha-
expected
wait, hold
more
on a
of
second.
you.
What do you mean? What did
Well-
Father tell you?
That you told him that I was joining the enemy. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I saw you in that camp. Don't pretend.
I don't need to justify myself to you.
What were you doing there?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
You could explain yourself to me, or I can go ahead and tell the leaders of Kalaman that one of the Golden Mains was found in a camp with the Shadow Queen.
Make an intimidation or persuasion check as you see his face, kind of like he's got this snarl on his face, like, ugh, whatever. But do it anyway.
I mean, I'm not lying, so I'll do
No,
persuasion.
I'm not. Yeah. Or intimidation if
Yeah.
you want. As the other two, if you want to go for more intimidating approach.
Fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna intimidate this fucker. And you said with advantage or no advantage? I'm sorry. Well, 14 anyway, so.
Yeah,
14 was the
with a
first one. I
14, he looks at you and says, "Once more, brother. Well, brother, Oliver, I don't need to explain myself to you." The DC
Well,
was
that's fine
20.
then. Fuck. Really quickly,
Mhm.
does he have anything of value on his person? Like anything that looks out of place? Any documents, papers, letters?
Make a fate
I'm
roll.
looking for anything kind of sticking out. Fuck. Low. Yes!
Okay, yeah. As you kind of spot to him, tell me, what do you find of interest? Where are you going with this? And that will.
I'm looking for documents or some sort of letter or seals from the camp. Anything that looks like that would put him out.
I would have loved it if you would have said the green shield that you were trying to get from the camp before.
Wow.
Yeah, does he have the green shield?
No, he does not. You wish. Unfortunately, you do see that he's got like a insignia, kind of like a. Based on what this insignia, you gather that he has probably tried either to pass by one of the soldiers, so he's got like this kind of a dragon army insignia that is not actually the holy symbol of the Dragon Queen. It's more like a badge of like a soldier badge. It's like a bracelet that has like some kind of personal numbers on it, and that will be like a soldier recognition if you were to check into the main enrollment kind of a person who
Like
is in
dog
charge.
tags?
Like dog tags, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you.
But are they like dog tags like the ones that Oliver got from when he enlisted, or is it?
But he's from the
Shadow Queen?
enemies, from the Shadow Queen, from the Red Dragon Army. Yeah? You could make a
If I-
sleight of hand if you want.
Fucking kidding your dad, we're kidding your brother. You're gonna be a fucking orphan by the end of this campaign, dude.
Wow.
Just really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
Edwin, you remember that? Do you remember that fondness of werewolves used to have? Do you know what you call a lost lycanthrope? A werewolf.
Oh God! Please, someone.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Ooh, okay. All right. Amazing. I'm gonna give you a stealth check for that actually. Just to do it.
I'm just telling the joke out loud. I believe it's just. Oh no! Fuck!
Yeah, you
took
need
tiny
somatic
turns too.
as
Yeah, so I'll
well.
be crushing.
So
Fuck it.
make a stealth check if you want.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. Mhm.
Stealth or sleight of hand?
If you wanna steal the thing, you can do a sleight of hand. If you wanna cast the spell, you can make a stealth check to avoid the guard seeing you casting the spell on the middle of the courtyard. 'Cause you will be doing
Well, I'm
something
casting the
like.
spell to give myself advantage to get his tags off.
Okay, so let's say that
So I'll do the
happens. So
stealth
you have
first.
advantage. You don't need to cast the spell. Let's say that you cast it really fast and kind of stop it as he makes the wisdom
Well,
save.
I'll still do the stealth.
Okay, so yeah, do that then. I'm gonna
confident.
roll for that.
Oh, 23
Okay.
on the spell.
Yeah, that is good. It's stealthy. It's pretty good. However, he rolls really well against it, unfortunately, as I got an 18 there.
Really?
I mean, it's
18?
against the
It's-
spell effect, not against you stealing something.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame, because silvery barbs.
Sure. Okay,
pretty
that
nice.
is much better. That's a 13.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So he's uncontrollably laughing now, and I'll make it look like I'm tickling him in front of the guards, and I want to swipe off the tags, and any other jewelry or money he has on him. Fuck it.
Okay, so go
Asshole
ahead
brother
and
gets asshole
let me
treatment.
see what the spell does exactly. The chosen creature magically distract. Yes, so go ahead and make it. You will take the first thing. So if you wanna take the tag of him, you take it without problem, and now make the sleight of hand at advantage to take the gold next.
Natural fucking 20.
Okay, yeah, you snatch his gold pouch as well from it, as he kind of
his
is
gold pouch.
laughing like crazy. You all notice like you see one of the guards is kind of like getting close, but then he sees the. I'll imagine make a performance check, Oliver, because you said that you were tickling him. So let's just for see what the guards read into this. Yeah, that is enough. So they will think that you guys know each other. You look very like each other in a way. So they will probably think that you are siblings just mocking around, you know? And he's laughing
Okay.
non-stop.
Also, the advantage is going to go to Zachariel, by the way, from the silvery barbs.
As I kick the doors of the
Yeah.
That
castle
goes
room.
to the next D20 roll you do it. You have advantage on.
Yeah.
You don't get a pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll take his gold pouch, and I'm gonna take his the Shadow Queen tags from him.
Yeah, amazing. I'm gonna do something. Just a quick second. Roll.
Oh, and if you had a dagger out, I
Roll
would do that.
3d100s, Oliver.
Oh, he was getting a bigger allowance. Of course he
Of course he was. He's the favorite.
was. 142.
Yep.
Woo!
So you have 142 gold that you just snatched for your brother.
He broke.
All right.
Nice.
Then I'll run away. I'm gonna try to beeline it towards the rest of the friends, but I'm gonna leave the spell on him.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, as you leave him kind of like laughing there, I'll imagine Sacriel and you, Cedric, leading this kind of. Sacriel is pretty much following you as you know your way through this castle, Cedric. 1 second.
I like the thing Cedric's actually take a left, take a right.
Yep, 100%
I'm just
sure.
because I'm so like,
No, your other left. There you go.
ah shit.
Zachariel, are you always getting this lost everywhere?
He's never been here before,
I
and
mean,
he's very grumpy right now.
Just
he
tell me
is.
where the
Yeah,
Bloody
straight
castle is-
on, straight forward. Just go
Thank
forward.
you.
You're doing a great job, by the way, Zachariel. Great job. And
I
I'm gonna try
don't
and
need
give him
compliments.
I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Yeah. The last thing you hear your
See you
brother
then.
saying, even though he's completely charmed and kind of laughing as he said it, he says, "Don't disturb father on his audience with Kalaman's leaders." That's the only thing that you kind of like between the laugh you got from him.
Boot.
Yeah. And yeah, go ahead.
Before we go in, would I be able to cast guidance on Zachary as well?
Yeah, sure,
Give him a
of
little
course.
D4 boost.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that
Bardic
happens as
inspiration,
well.
silvery bars, guidance. You are stacked.
Yeah. And you arrive
Building
to
momentum, baby.
you arrive to the council chamber as you are escorted inside. The door opens and you hear an announcer saying, "La Cedric Longhorn and the representatives of Bogler," and you interrupt where 8 serious-looking people sit around a broad table in the middle of this spacious hall. And you have been to this place before, La Cedric, not for a long time. At the table's end, you see a tall man, plated blonde hair and a velvet vest with blue and gold, stands kind of like making eye contact with you. You recognize being the Governor Kalof Miat. He says, "Welcome guests, I'm Governor Kalof Mir. Your leader has briefed us on the situation in Bogler, his bold defense and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders." He nods and looks towards the corner where you see Oliver, your father, dressed in his finest jewelry, his cape full of rings, all shining like a new penny. And you see he looks at you with this glare of like so angry that you have intruded. And the governor says, "So, tell us, are you still preparing for battle?" He says, looking towards your father.
I slam
As you
the
do
letter
that,
on the
we're gonna go on break before you guys do anything. As I imagine this, like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but I think this is a perfect.
No,
place,
it's cool.
so-
It's cool. Yeah, it is.
It's just the arcing when you take
Yeah.
the build up to when you take a level in Barbarian now.
So what you get from
May as
this
well.
is that your father Oliver has told the council that Bogler is preparing to attack the enemy back, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah. Okay, but with all that said, don't go anywhere, guys. Thanks for watching. We will be back in a little bit. So yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, and we are back. Thanks for holding on as we continue our story tonight. As at this point, as you can see by Zonati's face, things are getting super heated up. You guys just walked into the Council of Kalaman as they are kind of deliberating and see what to do. And in there, you have found familiar figures. You found Captain Walter Goldmain, who seems to have bedazzled the council on believing that he's the leader of Bogler. As well, you see your auntie as well, that I should have mentioned as part one of the council members, La Cedric. You see Boba Longhorn there, beautiful, older, slightly older looking Minotaur lady, as well as some other dwarf and humans who are member of this council. There is 8 figures in total there. As well as them, there is the marshal, also one of the leaders of sorry, I had it and then I lost it. Who is she? She's the marshal, I believe.
Marshal?
Yeah? The governor.
Marshal?
Yeah, the governor Miat.
Governor.
Yeah. All right, and as that happens, we left it as you, Zachriel, and all of you enter. What would you like to do? You've been introduced.
I would love slam our sealed with the seal of Vogler letter right in front of the governor and go, and I'll look at Ollie's father and go, that oaf is no leader of ours. We are representing Vogler. He does not speak for all of Vogler. And, furthermore, we have done plenty of fighting. We have starving people back at the beaches. That is our priority.
There is silence on the council. All the members, everyone is staring at you.
Bonus action rage.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check. You will, if you guys as a group are supporting him, you will have advantage. As you see,
and to narrate this,
yeah, as you
I'm going to, yeah.
He has advantage already from Silvery Barbs, but other than that, Oliver won't be backing him up anymore.
Yeah, that's
super
true.
advantage. With my super advantage, I'm going. You'll see as I'm here, just absolutely just getting venting. You'll literally see heat venting from my body. You know that little shimmer you see with like a radiator, and it's just starting to. And you don't see flames. It just starts to get really warm in the room. As I roll intimidation with advantage with my super bards.
Okay. And this will be going towards actual Oliver's father directly, because Oliver, with your passive insight, you can see
either works for me.
That he's trying to kind of like activate his own agenda on the council, as always.
I'm glad.
Wow.
I'm glad we got the advantage on that.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah.
That's a D4.
Oh yeah.
I'll add the D4 on this. I'll save the
see...
bardic, but I'll add a D4. I'll put a little bit on this. I'll put a little smidge on, a little bit of Salt Bay on this. That's an extra 2, 18.
Okay, yeah. With an 18, you see that Captain Walter kind of attempts to keep talking over you, but then your auntie, La Cedric, Boba Longhorn, kind of stops him for a second and says, just let the man talk. Wait 1 second, my lord. Talking towards you, towards Captain Walter. And you have the kind of room attention as you say that. All of them kind of staring now in your direction, Sacriel. The letter is being verified. And, okay. And you see confusion on their faces as you kind of like, because you know, Oliver, more than anyone, that your father, he's had like a high rank on the military for so many years, though, even though he doesn't have it anymore. You see by the looks on their faces, you realize that the marshal knows him, and that is what is actually helping him. So it makes it a bit harder, even though you have said that he's not the leader. They seem to be a bit reluctant, and Your auntie calls you as well closer, La Cedric, and whispers into your ear. And he said, "Oh, you're back here. Thanks God for that. Are you okay? How's everything been?" And it's just like this quick 1 second conversation between her and you, La Cedric.
It's been crazy over there. They were attacked by draconic people that I've never seen before. I mean, I've read about them, but I never knew they actually existed. They need a lot of help, and I don't think an attack right now would be any good. To just be sent into a slaughter. We don't know how many people they've got or what they've got.
Oh,
I think focusing on the refugees right now would be a wise decision, and maybe finding out exactly what it is they're trying to do and what they're working with.
okay, all right. And then as that kind of conversations happen in one side of the room, you have the saying here now. Sacriel, what would you like to say as you say those things? Everyone stares at you. And they kind of like gobsmacked looking at you. Do you want to add anything else?
Yes, I think the actual leader of Vogler, Major Raven, would like to contend with that claim.
Oh, okay. The governor kind of like stands completely quiet. This is a picture of Halas that is also with you, kind of supporting you. And the beautiful lady here is actually La Cedric Longhorn auntie. That's how she looks like. Kind of like she's on her mid-40s, kind of something like that, 50s. She's obviously had some work done. It's hard to figure out how old she is, but she looks too young considering looking at La Cedric. It doesn't make sense. It's one of those situations that you think she's gone under the knife, 100% sure. As novels do.
Really good genetics, that's all it is. Just really
Yeah.
good genetics.
Yeah, and as you kind of say that, the governor Miat frowns. Oh, this is all dire news. My heart goes to your friends and families, but I hope that you can understand our resilience to welcome you all through our city gates. This isn't normal times. Marshal, he kind of looks towards the marshal, waiting for a reply. The governor looks towards this stern woman wearing embellished blue and gold plate armor with the colors of Kalaman. And you know this woman, Oliver. She's Marshal Bendry. She nods as begin and says, "I am Marshal Bendry." She kind of makes eye contact with you, Oliver. Commander of Kalaman's military forces. I'm afraid your situation is far from unique. We do have a few concerns. Please, would you mind introducing yourselves to the council? And they start kind of each of them through one by one introducing yourselves. Will you be okay to do that to all of you? If that's okay. You don't have to do it actively. You could do it passively if you want. But will you be introducing yourselves too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll start, I guess, in this moment. I'll say, I'm Zacriel Finlake, and my father owns the Finlake Fisheries,
You could say also
big
that
commercial port from Vogler.
you could say that he's the leader of the fishing guild in a way, because he is really as well.
Yeah.
Cool. You see one of the leaders of the council who kind of like introduce themselves as being the leader of the fishing guild himself, one of them, because the council is divided into different areas. Your auntie will be into warfare and the magic kind of side of things, La Cedric, but each of them has like their own speciality. Oliver, I imagine you introduce yourself too.
Oliver will just kind of tip his hat and just say, Oliver Goldenmane, you already know who I am. And then just step back and stay quiet.
Your father kind of like clears his throat completely, ignoring the fact that you are his son and doesn't even look at you.
Yep.
Lorandir,
I'm learning Greenleaf. I'm just a ranger, but I'm just here to look after the people of Bogler.
One of the council members, who is an elf, kind of like looks at you with an special attention and kind of like nods as well. And then we move to you, Laseric.
I'm the Cedric Longhorn. I was a representative of Kalaman to Bogler to gather information and intel of what's been happening there recently, and I'm happy to give my report to the council if they would hear it.
Yeah, your auntie will add on like nobles do. He's an aspire war mage. He will soon potentially be part of the council as well. And they all like go like, oh, like that kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah. And the marshal keeps talking once they introduce themselves too. Well, we have a few concerns. As Bogler, unfortunately, isn't the only community in the region that faces peril. Small villages and farms to the south and east of Kalaman has also been burnt in the recent weeks. And although Bogler is the largest community to be attacked, I'm the only one with as many survivors as you have. We have also been sending experienced patrols and armored Kalaman soldiers that unfortunately have been found cut down in some cases with mysterious claw-like gashes in their armor. Then your auntie will interject there saying, oh, obviously these are these draconian creatures that that Cedric has explained me about. All of them go like again, like, what? You know, like you hear rumors and whispers between each other for a second when the word draconian is said. And you can all make inside checks as that they keep talking.
Yep.
And then Captain Walter here has been giving us the most clear information that anyone has ever given us up to date, I have to say. But do you have anything
You mean
else to add?
one-sided?
Council, if I may interject there,
You
the man
see,
that's giving you this information wasn't even involved in any kind of defense of the Bogler. He was hiding in a tavern.
that's preposterous.
At the time we did
Everyone knows here I'm quite capable of defending
In fact, he
myself.
was-
I was actually helping people of the town. So was my son, who is waiting
You were
outside.
yelling at civilians while peeing your own pants.
That's preposterous. Make a
Multiple witnesses have
persuasion
seen this.
check if you want to convince the
I'm going to use
council.
the inspiration for the. I'm using
Only
personal
you,
inspiration.
Lorandir, with the inside checks, you realize that they don't have a clue what a draconian is, and you see confusions on their faces when they say the word draconian.
17.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually roll against you. That is not normally something I do, unfortunately.
Roll bad, roll bad, roll bad.
Yep. Despite him being kind of charismatic, is not as good as yours, and you kind of get the attention of the council. Despite you still see that they are unsure, it feels like it's like a place
It's
where
like
they
a
don't really
situation.
want to go. Yeah, because he's been here
Sure,
for a few hours now talking, and you know he's informing them of quite a lot of things. And with your passive insights, they don't want to really get into that argument right now. Yeah.
Well, if I may,
Oh, of course.
and DM, obviously they've got someone on the bench. Madam Longhorn, is that they're aware of magic and they're not so against it here.
Well,
In that case, is that the case?
say the last bit again. I just missed the last part of
So
the
yeah, it
sentence.
was just sorry. So it's a case of obviously they've got someone the council is and I mean even Cedric's auntie there was talking about like war mage and stuff like this. So magic's a thing here in this space.
Yes.
People are
Yeah,
been
yeah,
exposed to
yeah.
it.
Yeah, they are.
With that, I will minor illusion an image of Draconian warrior.
Oh, okay. Amazing. As you do, you make this beautiful minor illusion in your hand appears like a rotating draconian. All of them are kind of like completely
It's like a
gobsmacked.
golden holograph.
Oh yes, yes,
A
yes.
hologram, sorry.
Yeah, that's amazing. And Marshal Bendry says, I know nothing of those creatures, nor I know of the Dragon Queen, she says, as Captain Walter here has informed us that his son bravely infiltrated the enemy camp to gather information.
I think at this point Zachary will go quiet because he's like, he doesn't know where to go with this because it's Ollie's brother and he doesn't want to step on Ollie's toes in this moment, so he's kind of like holds his tongue for a minute.
Oh, I don't. He says he clarifies. I mean, my other son, who's waiting outside. Obviously, he says, Oliver. As some of them look towards your direction because they see the family resemblance and know the surname is the same. And he clarifies that it's not you who infiltrated the camp. That is your brother. Edwin.
Although, no, to be fair, he did infiltrate the enemy camp. And I'm pretty sure he can give you a whole lot more information.
Oh, so I conveyed all the information already, your father says. Kind of discrediting.
All of it?
If he conveyed the information, then I trust him.
Oliver! Say something.
Mention the big flying dragon, dude.
Dragon?
At least.
You said a dragon? The
Two.
dragon army?
No, I mean 2 actual dragons. There was a purple one and a red one.
I switched the mind illusion and switched the images between the two.
When you do this undead kind of dragon, they all look aghast. But dragons are extinct. They're not even a real thing.
Theo comes out.
We got one.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Maybe not.
charisma persuasion check at advantage, Lorandir as well. This is kind of like I'm writing all these kind of checks to see what this will determine what the council decides afterwards. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, that kind of like your auntie kind of approaches. May I? And she kind of puts the hand towards it.
I mean, you gotta ask him. He understands Draconic.
Oh, okay. She kind of says on Draconic, and kind of like you who speak Draconic will say, "Will you be okay if I touch you, if you don't mind?" To Theo, and she will make a kind of persuasion check. Really, it's not this creature is not an animal, and you see that kind of Theo regally kind of like makes this gesture of put his neck down for her to touch the back of the head kind of thing, and she does, kind of mesmerized. As she does, you see almost like this golden energy that emanates from Theo kind of like touches the tip of her finger, like this magical effect as she's kind of like looks mesmerized. Wow. How did you acquire such a creature? Lorandir, you said, right?
Yeah. Well, I was given the egg on a vision on a temple of Paladin. I don't know. It was a bit confusing, but I feel that Paladin wants me to take care of him.
Captain Walter kind of coughed as you said that. Gods and fairy tales.
Fairy tale is there.
I
dude.
say,
You can
well,
see it.
do it.
You can see what fairy tale is there. It's facts. It's not fiction.
If
What are you
you-
talking about fairy
If you
tale?
say so, Lord Walter.
Yeah.
Yes.
He kind of like you see that a few faces kind of look with this kind of scorn towards Captain Walter after he says that, as you guys are gaining and gaining more and more points, obviously, because now he's losing his composure a little bit, and the marshal continues saying, despite my considerable experience as you private, I remember you been there when we fought battling the ogres of Tamar Basuk. You were a brave, valiant hero. Make a wisdom saving throw. She says that, Oliver, by the way.
Yeah.
And
What?
yeah, you see for a second Oliver kind of like demeanor gets a bit shy and kind of like weirdly confused, but she
I'm
doesn't
gonna
seem
keep pulling
to.
my hat down.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be aware of nothing. Your father does, though. He looks towards you, Oliver, with a face like like his eyebrows kind of like frown a little bit. And she continues. Everyone has heard the rumors of war in the eastern nation of Ker, but until now, we haven't really considered that part of nation struggles are relevant. But I guess we should reconsider it.
It's on your doorstep.
I mean, it's a tragedy what's happened to these other villages, but it's a matter of time until that tragedy befalls us here at Kalaman. I think as a united front, it's the only chance we have in defeating this. I think it goes beyond armies at this point. It's going into something that is divine now.
Yes, I completely agree. All right. I will imagine will be out of scene. You guys, if you're okay with that, it will take a little bit more time, and you guys will explain everything that has happened. I will imagine. We won't be rolling that onto the camera right now, but a half an hour passes where you explain each of your experience. You probably explain what you saw in the camp, Oliver, if you want to. Actually, I'm not sure if you will want to share that. That will definitely buy you quite a few points more. Will you?
Oliver's just gonna keep his head down and avoid eye contact with Captain Walter.
Amazing. And after a while, okay, the marshal will say, and the governor will agree. All right, Alas will also reiterate his story. Yes, mine was quite a thing. We had to join the forces and fight. Unfortunately, one of our leaders, Becklin, has been lost in battle. And she left this armor, and he kind of like keeps telling his story as well, side of it, as he's there with you. And the governor asks, okay, we will need a little bit of time to decide. So please, will you please be okay for all of you to leave temporarily and wait outside while we make a decision, if that's all right?
I'll bow politely and make my way out of the chambers.
I'll, at this point, having vented, I'm kind of a bit still in the mood, but I'm like kind of cooling down, and so does the room. But as we're leaving, I will shoot a message to Oliver and be like, why didn't you say anything?
I'll just shrug my shoulders at him like there's nothing to say.
As I leave, I will just talk to the council and say I urge you to make haste. There's already people starving and things will be worse if you stall. Yes.
Okay, yes, we understand. Thank you.
Yep.
Alas kind of agrees as you and helps you as well. No check needed. We'll be brief. All of you are ushered out, but you realize that Captain Walter is not asked to leave. He stays inside. And while you are all outside, time becomes so slow. You know, the time passing feels like there is a big clock on this hall where you are outside, and it keeps ticking ever so loud. Yeah, like one of those situations. However, if any of you want to, you could kind of like peek on the door. I don't know if you really want to be doing that, but that's an option too. While they
I'll just
decide.
go over to Zachary and say, "You did amazing in there. You were great."
I hope it was enough.
I think they seem to be coming around. I mean, they can see through shit, and no disrespect, whatever. Your dad's kind of on an ego trip right now.
Where's his father?
He's
inside the
stayed
chamber
inside,
still.
yeah. He wasn't asked to leave, yeah.
Oh man.
It's fine. We go with
I
everybody's murder.
am going to send Ollie's father a message.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. What would you like that message to
Keep
say?
your ego at the door.
Oh, nice. Will you be kind of intimidating, persuading? If you do that,
Continue the lie, and we will have words.
okay.
And that's why I'll send him. Yeah, if I need to roll intimidation, sure.
Yeah, you could roll intimidation using your arcana if you want, or your charisma, whichever one you prefer, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let me see.
Whichever one is higher, either arcana or
Oh, Arcana's
persuasion.
higher. I'm
Yeah.
going to take
Yeah,
that
okay.
then, if I may. Fuck.
I believe they can reply to this message, right? Actually.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. So you will hear, I need no advice from you, boy.
So
Right.
message.
Oh, sorry.
I'll say one last one. I'll go. Guess we'll have a chat later.
There is no reply to that one. La
Fine.
Cedric, you want
Would
to
I
say?
also be able to send a message, but to my auntie?
Oh, I want to send a message.
Yeah, of course. I think yes.
Everybody else is
Please,
doing
you
it.
can
I
all do
will
it,
send a
yeah.
message.
Well, they're doing it. I want to do it.
Wednesday, are you okay? You
Yes,
look a bit
please,
sad. What's going on?
This
What's
will
going
be
on, buddy?
points, yeah? What would you like to say? Let's go one by one. What would you like to say, La Cedric?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay and how's it going.
Yeah, you will hear the reply. Unfortunately, I'm only one of many, but you made a really good impression on the council, she will say. Lorandir?
Go to Holly's dad a message, and I will sing Baby Shark.
Oh,
Do you want me
We're
to
just
do it for
pissing
you
off.
if you don't have the spell? Do you have the spell?
He
or do
does.
you
I
want
have the
actually.
spell.
He does,
I do
he
You
does.
have the spell?
Yeah.
Go
Can
for
we
it.
all just do it at the same time then? Just say it's got
Baby
multiple
Shark.
Oh, we'll do it like a. Oh, we'll do it like a. What was it? Those
barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be so distracted.
Oh,
Oh,
baby
that's really
shark.
good. That's so good, though. And yeah, basically, are you sitting one to Oliver? Or are you just feeling like you are not able to do it? Are
I
you?
have I have
So
I have
the
light-
three of us are all giggling.
I have
Oliver's
light
just really
minor
nervous.
illusion. I can't do it. I'm
Oh,
Would you
I'm
like
just
to have
gonna-
a peek if you want to in the door? Then
no, not at this time. No.
right.
Knowing that Captain Walter's in there, if I misbehave, no.
Daddy, yell at me.
Okay, that is a
I
good
don't have
thing
daddy issues,
because
sir.
time passes so quickly, and you aren't sure how long it's been. It's probably been around 15-20 minutes, something like that. But at this point, the door of the council opens, as Alas was there commenting as well that he also knows her, the marshal and stuff like that to you, Oliver. This conversation takes place as well, and you are once more. The door opens. Most of the council members file past you without a glance and leave. Your auntie leaves as well as Cedric, and she says, I'll speak to you later. May I just quickly just have a second, Cedric?
Yeah.
She says to
yeah,
you.
sure.
This is kind of like only like a quick second, and she will say, based on what the council has decided, I will be requesting of you. She talks very kind of unpersonally, is very formal. That as an aspiring war mage, I will request of you to temporarily stop living with privilege and instead join the special forces as part of your training as well. And unfortunately, you will be staying in the castle with the other group members and the special forces instead.
Have I done
because
something wrong,
scripted.
Auntie? No. My
You
special
have to sleep in those beds.
Yeah, she looks at you kind of
Single
like
bunks.
makes like a half smile and said, "I'm sorry, I had no choice." And she kind of keeps going. Basically,
And I just see his face like, Cedric, what's wrong? Is somebody died?
It's
What's going on?
terrible. It's awful.
Oh my god.
I have to live like a commoner now. They took away my allowance.
yeah, pretty much that's what is happening.
The
You
credit
kind of
cards.
like,
Oh, I have to pay my credit cards. I have
I'm
to
sure-
run to Mama's. Gather my
I'm
credit
sure they will
cards.
pay you. I'm sure they will pay you a few gold.
Hey, the Cedric. Welcome.
I run off in tears to Mama's house.
However, you are
Mother!
asked to go inside the chamber at this point as the door remains open. The governor
Maybe
Mia,
she was joking. Let's go
Yeah.
inside.
as Lorandir says that, I imagine completely disheveled. Last Cedric, you go inside as well. And
Yeah.
in there, the governor Miat and Lord Bakari's, Captain Walter, my apologies, only remain seated there. Also, the marshal as well. And as you re-enter, the governor asks you to sit. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
As you do, I imagine, in a very decisive tone, she says, "The citizens of Kalaman are prepared to offer you shelter in the neighborhood outside the city walls. The protection of our
Cedric starts
soldiers."
tearing up even more.
Yeah. The protection of our soldiers while we can spare it, and food from our tables. However, he kind of folds his hand and kind of fixes his glance on you. There is a condition, though.
I know.
Yes, the Kalaman leaders are concerned about the threat posed by the enemy after Bogler was attacked. And despite the city has woefully has little information about this foe, the scouts that sent to learn more have disappeared. So, however, you all faced and saved the entire village from the attack, as you have reiterated earlier. And in return, we would like you to, for protecting your people, the Kalaman's leaders have decided that we would like you to become special operatives in the Kalaman military.
And
Sure.
if we decline,
Well,
I get to keep my money.
your father kind of interjects. What? What do you mean? Your
Well,
brother
Captain
has
Walter will-
already signed
tell me.
alliance. Don't shame me here, he says. With your experience,
Cap-
what do you mean if you decline?
Captain Walter, I've already served in one battle. Surely I can just retire now, right?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, shit.
As you see your father is like thunder, like looking at you. Well, that you managed to kind of like avoid as he kind of like tries to, literally goes towards your face like, you are embarrassing right now so much. I'm so sorry for this, Governor Miat. My son is delusional, obviously. This is not
And
enough
see when that
for
happens.
you.
See with that mess of like getting in his face, I would like to think I've stepped in between.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go like, the only one who is disillusioned is you.
He
And
kind
I'm
of
like breathing into his face.
make an intimidation check. Rolling on the one before, as you already done
not
it.
the bardic.
Yeah, you
bardic.
you still have the bardic inspiration. And as you had silvery bars before, take advantage because you keep kind of
I've
shutting
already
them up.
used it. I've already
Yeah.
used it.
Okay.
I will use that Bardic.
Yeah, that's good.
11.
He kind of like smiles and laughs in front of the governor. Excuse this, my representatives from Bogler. Governor. He looks, he kind of like clarifies the Marshal Bendry, kind of like interjects and says, well, only one of the characters needs to swear themselves to serve Kalaman's military, though all of you are more than welcome. This is not compulsory, but it won't be forever. It will only be until the threat to the region is over.
I'll do
okay. She kind of smiles. The governor.
We'll join Captain Walter in serving, since he's so, volunteered.
He kind of like fixes his cape, kind of like going through one ear to another ear. What you just said.
Yes, Walter.
And he looks
We're
towards
gonna need
you.
everybody we can get.
He looks towards you, Oliver.
Can I?
Mhm.
Can I prestidigitation like a little fart noise coming from Captain Walter?
You could do that. However, you know that magic is kind of usual here. So if you do
fuck
that,
yeah,
they
they'll
will know straight away, and you might even be told off in a way.
Okay,
In mind,
that's
you
fine,
will
I'll
know
work
that, before you do it. Because,
Yeah. Fine.
your father looks towards you, Oliver, and kind of stares at you. And kind of like there is so much tension. The Marshal kind of continues talking, and she says, well, you will be paid 25 gold pieces per week. That's
I love Cedric.
5 times more than what a normal soldier gets.
Cedric!
5 times more, Cedric.
It's not fair.
Well, I know, but we are better than these people, I guess. We're like...
Yes, I know. Why are we
Special.
getting?
Also, you will, the governor kind of like interjects, you will also receive free lodging on Castle's Kalaman, and you can start to see at this point that they are desperate. So far, only your brother Edwin and a few other people has joined. They will actually share that as well, and they need as many people as possible.
How desperate are they? So would they be able to? Would I be able to like bump up my pay packet? Are they that desperate?
I
want more
mean,
money.
you're representing your auntie here, so you could do that, but that might make her look bad, though.
Yeah, fine.
After Captain Walter got in my face and everything, I'll just start to nod my head.
Okay, so all the eyes are on you, Lorandin, at this point as well.
I already said I'll do it.
Okay, all right. Fantastic. Unfortunately, Captain Walter is retired. He already expressed he would love to join if it wasn't for his back condition.
Well, the thing is, he was more than happy to say how he saved civilians. He's obviously come out of, retirement.
You know,
He's
Oliver,
obviously capable.
your father doesn't have a back condition.
I will stay silent about that.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I see you dancing?
He kind of
an Irish
does even
jig at the
this
pub?
kind of like thing, like like he says when he says his back condition, he kind of like stretches in a kind of like a performative way.
I'm going to require the council to do an insight check on Mr. Goldemain.
Yeah, unfortunately, he seems quite convincing in a way, and he's got a name behind him, history, and the kind of like yeah, the Marshal kind of like nods to him with this kind of face. She kind of looks at him with that face like, oh, poor man. You know what I mean? Like that kind of, you can see that with your passive insight. You are unsure whether it's true or not, though. And then
I'll make it reality. Say that to myself in my mind.
And palm-sized emblems with blue and gold symbol of Kalaman are passed. Kind of like she takes them out. This symbol will represent your special rank, which is akin to a lieutenancy, higher than soldiers but lower than commanders. She will clarify it. As well, you will need to have a name. You must decide for a name for yourselves by the end of your first mission, if that's okay, as we will need to refer to you as a certain name, as all of the other special units forces have their own name. Will you be okay to think of that?
Sure, I'm sure we can work something out. I'm thinking
Yes.
like part-time worker sucks or something like that. You know.
All right, Alas will kind of like definitely agree. He's like one of the, of course, I will be joining as well and help to protect our people against the threat of the terrifying dragon army. But we are glad all of us will be joining. You see that the government face kind of like illuminates with joy. I just have to clarify, I keep messing up because that's something I have gender issues when I DM. I don't know why. I keep misgendering people. So the governor is a man, Governor Miat is a man, and the Marshal Bender is a lady. Yeah. So just to clarify that because I keep mixing them up.
Cool.
Yeah. And he says, yes, please, I will now order that the people of Bogler are provided with food and supplies. And the marshal here will help the guards to refugee and locate people on the lodgings outside the trade gate. If that's sufficient, and they kind of look towards all of you for approval.
Laurent will say yes. Sure.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So if you don't mind, I will have to ask you to come to my office on the second lower floor, just a few doors away here, when you will learn more about your position and when your first duties will begin. But until then, please familiarize yourself with the city, if you may, and you might do as you please. But however, tomorrow morning I will expect for you to come back here. As I mentioned, we will find you accommodations in the castle as well. But you have the day for yourselves.
How fast will you deliver food to the refugees? Because
Oh, right
they were
away.
quite
Yes,
desperate.
we are organizing it right now. You see the governor stands up and kind of, yes, let me actually get on with that. Marshal, good day. Very nice to meet you. It's a pleasure that you will be joining us. I've heard the best of you and I don't expect the least. And you see that Captain Walter stands up and follows the government like proper ass-licking behavior, kind of like puts their hand on top of his shoulder and kind of like both of them walk out of the room. The marshal awkwardly kind of looks at you and looks at the door like meaning like, well, are you leaving kind of thing?
Let's go, Cedric.
When do I get my money?
Let's go.
I need my money. Please.
At the end of the month, you get 25 gold.
A month?
No.
A
The
week.
week.
Yeah.
He said week.
Yeah, a week.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay. Even better.
That's 100 gold a month. It's probably what I would make in a week, anyways.
That's what I spend in a day.
Yeah, so she will
What?
she will point
Lunch.
out where her office is for tomorrow. It's on the same floor, on the second floor as well, but kind of like a few doors away from where the council meter chamber is. And she will bid you goodbye as all of
Do we
you.
get an advance in payment?
Until tomorrow.
Yep, unfortunately not. She will say. Until you complete your first mission, that will be the first payment. All right, good day. And she kind of like, I have a lot of things to do.
I'm gonna tell the group that I'm running home to have a really nice night before I have to go into servitude.
Actually, do you know where Wyman's shop is?
Who?
There's a-
You will
Magic
know
shop.
the Wyhan's apothecary. Is actually she's she's one of those mages that you've been told before that she's not very friendly. She's a mage of high sorcery, but she wears the black robes that are normally classified as evil alignment. However, she's never really been evil. She's just not a very friendly woman. You know, she has an apothecary in town.
I'll let them know that.
Oh, we have a message. I have
a message?
for her. Yeah.
What is the
Okay.
message?
I don't know. It's a
What do you mean? You're giving her the message? What is the message?
Yeah, you have a scroll.
I'm
actually.
giving her a scroll that
Open
I
it.
haven't opened.
Yeah,
It's
you haven't
sealed.
opened yours. Actually, what about you, Sacriel? Have you opened your scroll? Or you, Oliver,
No,
have you opened yours?
I've not opened. No.
Mm-mm.
All right, perfect. And they show you these intricate scrolls, last Cedric. They look like you recognize the type of scroll being made by a mage of high sorcery. It's got like the classic ribbons and colors on it.
Okay. So you could guess it's a magic scroll.
Right. And
Well, it's in a magic shop, so maybe we can buy stuff in the shop. After
yeah,
we
it's
do
an
the message,
apothecary,
you know.
so you will potentially think that potentially there might be healing potions and things like that there. That will be a place where you forget things.
I almost forgot about that. I must apologize. I feel better now. I got it out of my system. But yeah, I mean, we can use everything we can get. I'm totally down for going to see this lady. You know.
Yeah, we need contacts. So
We go
I
to the
guess
tea
this
shop
could be one.
afterwards, please. I really need some Darjeeling.
Sir,
Sure, we'll go on the way. We'll pick it up on the way.
All right,
And
so-
can we get massages too?
No.
You-
we
can you
we
afford
can't
that?
afford massages. We're not rich.
Oh.
Maybe at the end of the week when we get paid. How much is a massage?
500 gold.
Oh,
What sort of masseur are you seeing?
It's a very good one.
Does it come with a happy ending?
Always. At least twice.
Oh. Right.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah, let's go to the shop. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's head off to the
amazing.
shop.
All right, last Cedric, I'll let you actually decide where in the city your house will be. Actually, so you
Oh, the
tell
most
me.
exclusive, of course.
Oh,
And you can choose the house actually too. You know, I'm revealing the location, so
Biggest
obviously
one.
not those
Oh, I
locations,
want-
but this is the graveyard. Actually, this here, even though it's not written there, you can clearly see that this is a graveyard of some sort here. Oh, actually, I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, here. This, you see, this that looks
Okay,
like
cool.
a graveyard. I think.
Could I have this place here?
Yeah, let
With
me
the
just
gardens?
see. Oh, yeah, okay, let me see what you appointed. Just point again.
Oh no, that's
By
the
the city
market.
market.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. I don't want that. Oh no, yeah, it's close to my needs, so I don't have to travel. I want to go there. So it's got private gardens and stables
Yeah.
and shizzle.
Okay, all
And
right, amazing. Yeah, so I'll do this for you. Or just let's do a little blue. Okay, blue color rectangle here, right? This one here. There. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Perfect. So, you know, that's where your house is. Conveniently really close. So you will have kind of passed on your way here as you enter from the trade gate earlier on. So this is where you will be going. Amazing. All right. And all of you will you be going towards your house kind of splitting with them, or will you be interested on going to Wehan's apothecary before that, last Cedric?
I'll ask them if they want to come back to see Mama and Papa for lunch
Ooh.
and maybe pick up some stuff, and then afterwards, and then we can have a nice night there before we have to sleep like bums in the fucking castle.
What are you talking about?
Amazing.
appreciate the offer, but I'm going to go back to camp and make sure my father's okay.
I'm-
After shopping,
Um,
of course.
I'll go shopping with Lorendir.
All right. Will you be going just quickly to give her the scroll first before you go back?
We'd like to see what she has as well.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So let me just go here. As you start going towards the city, at this point it's kind of midday. The sun is quite strong. It's really hot. You, especially Oliver, on your new armor, you're finding it quite. Even though you've had this kind of armors before when you were in battle, it's been quite a while since you wear it, and it feels like so annoying. You know, it's just really making you feel uncomfortable. However, you made yourself in your way towards her shop, to Wihan's apothecary. 1 second. I wish they made it easier, you know, how to scroll this place. As you continue, you pass by the markets as well, and going down, you see all these beautiful houses. The people, like as I said, they have this kind of little umbrellas for the sun, and you see nobles dressed in finery. The city itself, you see lots of guards everywhere around wearing these blue and gold kind of insignias around, and with long lances and helms. And as you get to where William's apothecary is, you see that a foggy window obscures a section of charms and occult trappings that are displayed for sale. The shop is open at the moment, and you see and smell a strong smell of licorice and pepper. The shop is modern and has a few meager tables displaying lucky charms and odd animal bones and vials, advertising various remedies. At the rear of the shop, you see, as you were to enter, a human woman with raven hair and dark dress with feathered wing-like sleeves that stand behind the counter, heaped with open books. She looks up from her reading and eyes you with disinterest for a second, nods, and kind of goes back to her book. What do you guys do?
Hello?
She kind of does one of those things that is really annoying in real life, you know, like the shop assistants that when you enter, they kind of gasp like, someone is here, kind of like thing. That is not very pleasant. And she says, hi.
Oh, sorry, we can come back if you like.
No, we're looking for Wingham.
Oh,
Wingham.
I am her. She kind of looks, stands up, and then you see this feathered outfit, quite beautiful in a way and unique. She's kind of like a stern looking woman, as you see her there on the screen. Let me just do this as well. And she says, oh, so I am William. What can I help you with?
I'll put the scroll. Ravina gave us some messages for you, and I'll give you mine.
Oh,
I'll put mine on the table as well.
I'll throw mine onto the table.
she kind of looks to all these scrolls with great interest. As she takes them one by one, looks at you, analyzes each of your faces. She looks at the scroll.
Shouldn't you be looking at the scrolls? It's looking at my face.
I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh!
As you detect some kind of
Oh, that's not
magic.
bad.
We don't.
That's not bad.
12.
Yeah. Fail. So far.
Would I have been with these guys, or
Yeah,
gone.
I mean, up to you. I will.
yeah, I would have been
Yes.
curious.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Do I
wisdom
make a
saving
wisdom save
throw.
too, or
Yes, sir. Please. And also use Acriel. Wisdom's. Oh, wisdom saving throw from you as well.
Yeah, for some reason I got kicked out of roll 20.
Oh no.
But I rolled a 14. It's on D&D Beyond.
Okay, perfect. Everyone failed except for you, La Cedric. You know she's just casted Detect Thoughts on you, but you've succeeded. So all of you, what are you thinking at this right moment as she casts detect thoughts in each of you.
I'm just curious about what the message is.
Okay, amazing.
I'd probably just think that she looks. Is she older or younger? I can't remember.
She looks like on her,
Like if you had to describe her.
yeah, like around her 45, 50, but she's very well preserved. Perhaps some magic itself.
I was gonna say I'd probably just think, for an older broad, she's not too bad looking.
Yeah, I will imagine something like that. Yeah, she's kind of
Little bit of
sexy in a
Southern
very
Dog thing going on.
mysterious way.
Nice.
Darko's thinking, I need spells. I need more. More.
Yeah, amazing. She smiles kind of towards you, Sacriel, and kind of gives you a cheeky kind of like a look towards you, Oliver, and kind of fixes her bra, kind of like lifting her quite prominent bra, fixing it quickly. What about you, Lorandir? You're thinking of what the scroll is. You actually hear in your mind,
just
Lorandir,
confused.
and what is that creature? She says in your mind that you hide in
That's
there.
Theo.
Interesting.
Theo is my friend. My companion, you could say.
He will make a beautiful so many magic components. Can I have him?
I mean, when he
Stop doing
dies by
Cruella.
natural
Bruh.
causes, maybe.
Bro.
No. I'm just stepping towards the door.
This becomes really
How much
awkward.
would you pay for the
as,
dragon?
as you see that Lorandir is looking towards this woman is looking towards him. The little dragon, almost like he hears this mental conversation, retreats and kind of starts hiding inside your clothes, Lorandir, even though it doesn't make any sense.
Can I just make that awkward like cough to get everyone back on task? See what's going
perfect. She kind of like gets out of it for a second and says, "Oh, I see that you haven't opened the scrolls. Well done." She looks towards you, Zachriel. You will be taking the red robes one day, I see. Same to you. She says your name, Zachriel, because she's got mine detect thoughts on, but not your name,
Detect
La
thoughts.
Cedric. Yeah. Which
So,
robes?
oh, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say. I think that's what I'm like. I think that's what I'm like. I'm just like,
Yeah, and she says towards you, La Cedric, which robes would you be taking? White robes, I guess?
The white ones.
Oh. And she looks towards you, Oliver, and you, Lorandir. Are you interested in joining the mages of high sorcery as well?
Oh, I'm not a mage. I'm just a ranger. Don't worry.
Well, I see magic
I'm not
within
even trying
you.
to.
So are you.
I'm not even trying to be. I'm not even trying to be a part of this anymore. Honestly.
That's disappointing. You have so much potential, the both of you, and you are father of dragons, even. Should channel that energy.
Well, he's
Call
the,
me Khaleesi.
Caliso, yeah.
he's the father, not me. No, he's a solo
Breaker of
parent.
chains.
Yeah.
You never know what the future will, bring. At the moment, I have another path, maybe in the future.
There you are.
Basically, that's Lorandir, but just with like
my
ears.
little thingy. Yeah, amazing. And she kind of like stares towards all of you as she says that afterwards, and she says, "And why do you think you're worth using magic, Zachriel?"
say it one more time.
And why do you think you are worthy of using magic? She asks to you. Before you reply, she looks towards you, La Cedric, and says, Do you serve magic, or does magic serve you?
Do I serve magic?
Yeah. Or does
Yes, I
magic serve
suppose.
you? Yeah.
I suppose at this moment in time, I'm going through a change, and now I am the one serving, and I don't
I'll
care for it.
I just look at him like, what? That's
I'm
not
gonna
true.
whisper
She
to
kind of
Lauren.
shake her
Is he-
head.
Is he talking about puberty?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I need more fuzz.
Yeah. She kind of keeps staring towards you, Zachriel. So, I ask you again, why do you think you're worthy of using magic?
Honestly, I don't know if I am.
Oh, you are.
It chose me.
And how will you even
Something.
change the world with magic? With your magic? If it chose you?
I just know innocent people have been hurt recently, and I want to change that. I want to make sure it never happens again.
And you, Bart, if you were to lose your magic, if I was to take your magic, what would you become after that? A thief. Is that what your heart's true desire? I could do that for you.
I'd be me.
I could take your magic.
Could you?
If that's what you really want.
I'll reach into my pockets again, and I'm assuming the amulet's back in my pocket again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
I'll reach out and pull it out. I want you to take this from me. And I'll let it drop to the floor if she doesn't catch it.
She kind of moved back from it, actually. Literally. No. Put that away. I don't serve God. I don't even want to look at it. But I feel it. You don't want your magic. Give it to me, and I will make you the thief you always wanted to be.
I don't want to just be a thief. I want to be a hero.
You already
A
are a
real one.
hero, you fool.
She does make a very solid point, to be fair, Oliver.
And this is
Really think
out
so.
of game, Lucky. This is your opportunity for the answer to the question you asked me today, earlier.
I'll go ahead and close my eyes, and I'll... Please just take it.
Wow. Okay. The rest of you, as she smiles wide, almost for a second, you see her smile goes even too wide. It doesn't even make sense that it will be that wide. And she says, of course.
But before you take it, what is there any catch?
Of course not. That doesn't sound very relieving.
Fuck, you don't even need to
Inside
answer.
check.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need
I'll trust her.
Inside check.
I'll trust her on it. I'll reach out my hand.
Right. She will put her hand on top of yours, and as she does,
Well,
you
wait, hold
see...
on.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oliver, before you make this deal, maybe you get something out of this instead of like just giving all of your magic away. Like maybe get something from her with the trade. I don't know.
I think this is all I really want. I'm fine with this, but thank you, Cedric. This is probably the nicest thing you've.
Don't get mushy on me.
You're right. Fuck you.
Yeah, thank you.
All
Balance
right.
restored.
Then again.
Oh,
Balance
all I
restored.
said was balance restored. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Her hand goes on top of yours, Oliver, and as it does, for a second, her fingers elongate, and you see almost like a raven claw. Her hands turns into a black raven claw as you feel, Oliver, you start to glow with this blue ethereal light all around you, and her hand seems to be absorbing everything. You see her wings that seem to be accustomed for a second at this point become real, and she kind of opens her wings, and even her face changes for a second into this more elongated raven-like were raven kind of creature even for a second as you hear like this magical cackle that comes from nowhere, almost like so loud, and she starts glowing with that same blue magic as she does. Oliver, roll a D100, please.
Oh.
This is how many levels you gain.
Oh. If that's the case.
Okay, so deduct 100 minus 87. What is that?
20.
13.
13. That's what I said.
You see her, she starts to become younger and younger and younger, and in slow motion, Oliver,
No.
you age 13 years.
Oh!
However, you feel so much fast, and your class becomes a rogue. You have just changed your class from bard to rogue, but you
Are you
age
and your
13
brother? Are you
years.
the older son? Are you the first floor now?
I'm now the older son.
Yeah,
but
you are.
I've lost 13 years of age.
Yeah.
Wait, so how old are you now?
I'm. Hold on a second. Let me.
Oh, Oliver,
30
magic can't
something?
fix this. You
You're
look
probably in your
awful.
early 40s now.
You look
30.
terrible.
I'm 32.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, she seems like her skin starts to glow with this kind of youth as her face starts to revert back to how it was. Her eyes keep this
Well-
blue glow for a second as she says, "Your wish has been granted."
Well, Ollie, now in the intros, you can't say you're the most good looking anymore.
It's true.
Oh, I'm so good looking. He's just got
You're
a nice
just the
little beard
oldest now. Oh no.
You've not quite hit that silver fox yet. You're a couple of decades off, but you're getting there.
You got a little bit of the salt and pepper going on in the beard.
That,
Oh no! Yes, a tiny bit. Yeah.
Just the...
as soon as he sees that he's aged a little bit, he's gonna reach for his gun on his hip and say, did you trick me?"
Of course I didn't. This was fully consensual. What do you think it was gonna be free? You've gained
make me
experience.
older.
I haven't taken your magic. This is the time you will have spent to become who you are now. I haven't taken anything. I did what you wanted me to do. Fulfill your heart's true desire.
I'm so attracted to her right now. It's not even a joke.
And to think we could
You still
done
can.
so much. Die, you piece of shit.
She kind of smiles. Take this. And she starts from this kind of bag that she has on her. She starts pulling one red little bottle for each of you. This is on the house. And she gives you
What?
a fate roll, each of you.
Okay.
And a d4
Okay.
if you succeed on the fate roll. If you fail on the fate roll, it will be just a regular potion.
Oh, hi.
I'll go low.
Yeah, but hi.
Ooh, very
And
good.
I
I've
will
got
go
low.
high.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
high.
good. Mhm.
I will be going
Oh, darn it!
by.
Oh no. So
Happens on the fail.
Fuck! I should have gone
yeah,
low.
you get a regular healing potion.
Ah.
And you fell to Oliver, didn't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Lorandir and La Cedric, both of you roll at d4. Okay, 3. You
I
get
got
a
3, mine got
superior
4.
healing potion, La Cedric. Lorandir, you get the highest one. How are they called? I can't remember now the name.
Supreme?
Supreme, yeah.
Supreme. Yeah.
You got it.
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Remind me, what's her name again? Full name?
Let me just put it there because I'm not even
Wihan.
sure how to actually say this name.
Yeah, if you could.
Waihan, I think that should be Waihan. Let
Maybe
me
yeah,
just write it
better
here.
way. Because in English, you can choose whatever you
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah, so it's like this. Wyham, yeah.
Wyan.
Wyham, yeah? Okay. Amazing.
It's whatever you want. I mean,
Use this wisely, Lorandir. And you the same.
I would try.
This is on the house. Feel better now? All of you have been given gifts. Oliver.
I don't. Thank you.
It's alright. And you, Zacriel. And what's your name, young man? She says to you.
Oh, I'm good. I'm.
Without
Cedric.
making a history check, you know that telling her your name might not necessarily work in your advantage, even though you don't have anything to
My
hide
name's
from her, I
Bruce.
guess.
My name's Bruce.
But I'm Bruce.
I'm new to town.
Make a deception
I
check.
just fuck.
Nobody knows you. Look at your gold tips in your
I
phone.
know. I'm too fabulous.
My
I'm good.
name's Bruce. I just moved here.
Yeah.
I roll a
Deception.
19,
I'm gonna.
just to let you know.
Oh
Sorry.
no, that's high.
That's all right.
I mean-
I'm gonna burn.
Filigree says, made for La Cedric by...
buy
Alright.
this Cedric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn an inspiration. On
I mean,
this,
you're wearing
just
full
because-
Brucci, bro. So I don't know what you're gonna be lying to here, but sure.
Come on. God damn it! No!
And
What a-
yet,
I don't want to tell you my name, lady. Alright, I
I
know bad
respect
stuff
that.
happens when you.
that's okay. I respect that.
Didn't
Sacriel,
I'm leaving now.
she
I'm leaving
probes
the
into
shop.
your mind, and you goes through your memories, and she says, "Ah, La Cedric, I shouldn't waste my time." As the spell is still active, I'm sorry. Detect thoughts.
Damn it!
Oh wow,
Cedric, at least she
amazing.
doesn't know your real name.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's my alias,
Yes.
which is also my
Well.
real name. Yeah, it's-
As I can see, I will be contacting the fellow mages of high sorcery if you want. As I see that both of you should be taking the test of high sorcery, so you can become the best versions of yourselves. Will you be interested on that? Both of you will know, without having to make a check, that the test of high sorcery is an honor between the ranks of the mages. That will mean that you are a true wizard, a sorcerer, mage. At this point now, you are not even an apprentice, you're just someone who has been blessed with magic, but you don't actually have a title. For you to be getting the test of high sorcery, the test of high sorcery is a very dangerous test in which you could potentially die, but if you were to succeed, you will become a full recognized mage.
Wait, and she's offering to.
To organize
us
it
into
for
the
you,
test.
potentially. Not to give
No,
it
I'm
to you
good, thank
herself,
you.
but to organize it for you.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I
good.
tell you what. I tell you what. While I'm here, do you have any? Can I buy any spell scrolls or something like that? You know, just
Yes, of course.
add it to my repertoire. You know.
Sure, of course. What kind of
What you got?
scroll would you like?
Do you have anything? Do you have anything in your hand, or do you take requests? What's the?
Yes, I can do request. I am
Okay.
as long as I have it on my spellbook, and I do have quite a good repertoire, as you can imagine. This will be out of game. Whichever spell scroll you wanna request, donate it. She will have it. So just to make
Wow.
it easy for you.
Well, I guess the question is, what's your price?
We want wish.
So as per D&D Beyond, I believe there is 100 for a regular first level. Let me just double check actually. 150. Let's say that she's gonna make you a special reduced price, family and friends, as she took some of your friends' life force away.
But it's going to be
Okay.
50% discount, but 1 year of your life.
Yeah. Only 1 year. Damn.
One year? That's nothing.
Yeah. But she will do.
Oh my god, we're going
Yeah,
to die
okay.
so quickly.
I'll do that.
Let's do this. So 50,
I'm broke.
50 gold pieces for a first level, 75
Okay.
for a second level, and 150 for a third level.
I have enough for one first level,
Okay.
so I will do that. And do you want me to just tell you what it is after game?
Yeah, there's no hurry. Whenever you want, you
And-
tell us which one.
That's
Can we
fine.
ask-
I'll just go. That one.
I haven't even read it.
What?
How do scrolls work? Can anybody cast a scroll? Do you need
Yes,
to be
any of
magic
you can
user?
do
Do you
it.
need to-
Yes, you don't even
Yeah,
need
but
to.
I'm gonna do more than that. I'll tell you what. When I'm done with it, you can have it.
Yeah, I will say. I
Sure,
think in
that
our
works that way.
world, anyone
But
can
I
do
need
it.
to copy it into my spell book separately. But that might take a while because I'm still broke. Because I'll buy this, but then I have to put it in the book and spend more money. And time, time and money. So I'm gonna hold on to it for a little while until payday comes around, and then I can add it to my book as well.
I understand. Well, if you wanna trade something for it, I could.
Right.
Oh, give her a year. Just give her a year. Fuck it.
Yes.
Just take all of her
What?
stuff.
I'll give you
Just to help.
a couple of third level ones for a year. I think that makes sense.
Oh no!
Third level for a year.
2 of them,
A
even
couple
3
third
if you
level.
want.
I'm an elf. I have years to spare.
Deal. I'm a sucker for a deal. But yeah, put it there.
Zachary, don't do it.
Put
My
it there.
back already hurts. My back already hurts, and I'm.
It
I'm not
doesn't
even
matter. Hey, look, fuck it. You got 13. You got rinsed.
Of course, that's
This is how you haggle.
that's a pleasure.
This is how-
Oh god.
She gives you
We are
3
literally
third
creating a
level
big bag
scrolls
right now.
and roll a d4, Zachary.
Wait, what can I get?
How many years are
One.
you giving up?
What? I mean,
One.
Well, he thinks 1.
1d4.
Oh, it's gonna be a D4. It's gonna be.
3. I got
Yeah,
3.
and a word to you, you giving up 3 years of your
Ah!
life.
God
But
damn it.
she does the same, kind of like asks you to put the hand on the counter, and she does the same kind of magical thing. Her face once more becomes more like a raven-like. Her hand becomes a raven claw, and on your case, is more like a golden ethereal light rather than Oliver's. And her eyes kind of glow with this golden light as she.
I'll say
unknown
as
to
well,
you,
3 years. I don't
she
feel the
gets
difference. So
younger.
I'm just
yeah,
like,
that's what I
it's
mean.
a
Like 3 years,
Okay.
1 year
Yeah.
is not really that much difference. But
Can
she
I-
took 3 though.
Can I do like some sort? Can I do like an Arcana check or something
going
to
to
figure out
ask-
what it is she is?
Can I ask
Okay.
Cedric? Are there lots of really old wizards in this town?
Yeah, loads.
Oh, fuck.
But some,
Why?
Yeah,
some
you
is they
could
just
make a
grew
religion
really old
check.
overnight.
A religion check, like
Check.
Cedric, if you want. I think.
How many of the group inspirations have we got left, guys?
2.
I don't know.
I used 2.
Do you mind if I burn one?
No, I used 1. I used 1 on my personal, so there's 3 left.
I'm gonna
Cisco.
Yes, sir.
Could I make it just have a nice spread of things I'm able to cast and maybe put in my spellbook later? Can I do it 1 first, 1 second, 1 third?
Sure. Yeah, whatever. If that's what
That's
you
cool.
want.
Just a little spread, just so economy, action economy.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I've got a
I'm
natural 1 and a
happy.
13.
Oh, no. Damn. Okay.
I don't
You
know.
have heard of these creatures. A 13 is kind of enough. It doesn't give you a lot of
Okay.
information. You just know that she's some kind of lycanthrope or some type. You aren't sure
Oh.
which type. You could assume that she's a were-raven because she transformed into a raven for a second. But there is not a lot more of that that you know. You will know it's some kind of... sometimes it can be a curse. Sometimes it can be a blessing. Sometimes some people are born like this. And not every lycanthrope can be cured. Some of them actually are born like this and they cannot be... It's not a curse.
it.
It's just who they are. But
Okay.
I
you
am
don't get
broke
much
and
more.
3 years older.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyone
cool.
else
Sounds
wants
good.
to trade, she will say. What about you, Lorandir?
I'm good for now. Maybe later I'll buy something, but but I have what I need at the moment.
All right.
Thank you
I
for
just wanna-
offering.
I just want to check how old I am because I'm seriously tempted to give up some years for this.
I mean,
I'm an
if you
elf.
want
I have
to
like 1,000 years
negotiate,
to give.
Yeah.
I do have one more question without offering up any of
course.
my years. Do you have any
Yes.
black powder?
Oh,
I can do better than that. I could.
For a misty little price of
And I'm only
20
offering
years.
I'm only offering gold or silver in exchange for this, by the way. No more
Alright.
years.
I
Unless
have,
you want to give years back to me.
I have alchemist gunpowder if you want.
How much? Gold.
does it
And
work?
only gold.
I can give you sufficient for 10 shots for 50 gold pieces.
I'll take. Can I get 20 for 100?
Sure.
Maybe a discount, maybe 25 for,
Do
100.
25, yeah.
Mhm.
25 for?
For a bulk discount, you know.
Yeah, can I get it? Am I able to get the same discount you offered my friends for all the years you took off of me?
Of course, sure. Perfect.
I know I'm being selfish here, ma'am, but
25 will be then.
so 25 gold pieces for how much?
No, 25
shots for 100.
shots for 100.
25 shots for 100. That's a good deal. And what was this called again?
It's called
Alchemist.
alchemist gunpowder. It adds a d4 damage to each shot of either force, acid, or magical fire.
I see keg of alchemist fire, alchemist stone.
It's a makeup thing. It's a made-up thing. It doesn't really exist. You won't find it anywhere.
You just-
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just imagine like a
Well, we'll work-
magical arrow, you know, that it does a d4 extra that you can choose between either force, acid, or magical fire. That is like it kind of overcomes resistance to fire. So it's like a green fire.
Oh, shit.
Alchemical
Okay,
fire is called. Alchemical fire.
Yeah, can someone post that in the chat? And I'll
Yeah,
copy
I'll
and
do
paste
it for
Sorry,
you
I'm-
after. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And you can add
gentlemen.
a d4 to any of those shots. So of 25, you'll have to keep the count. And this is a one-time thing. She won't have any more after this.
Oh shit, that's actually really nice. And then one more question: do you have any silver bullets? I know it's kind of rude to ask, but
Oh no, I
There's no
don't
silver
trade in
anywhere in this
silver
shop.
bullets. I don't think you can even get
There's-
them anywhere. She will just say to you.
Yeah, for some reason all the silver dealers died.
Yeah, I think they're illegal now. Yeah, you're really not allowed to use them.
Yeah,
All
she
right,
looks at you
well-
with a scorn. Say that.
thank you for assisting me. I guess.
It's been
Is
a
this-
pleasure.
Yeah, for you, I guess.
Hmm. I'm very glad that
All
my
right.
friend is alive and she's still helping. You know this is only a test, don't you? If you had opened those scrolls, your alignment would have changed. It's so nasty, and that's actually true. If you were, or if you had to, or if you open your scroll, your alignment will have changed. Actually, that's what would have
Bray
happened.
would have loved that.
What?
Yeah. So it would have gone one
So
level
I would
down.
have become good.
So if you, to worse, yeah. So if you were
What-
good, you would have
What's
become
worse than
neutral.
evil?
If you were neutral, you would have become evil. That's how it would have worked.
And if you're evil,
I guess
you
you
have to
were
be
evil.
good
Yeah.
for
Yeah, maybe just
Yeah, you
as
have
a
to be good
punishment, you
now.
become good.
You just have to.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. All right. I think as you guys are there, kind of ending the conversation with this woman, and just to clarify, you don't want her to kind of organize potential tests of high sorcery, just to double check.
Absolutely not.
That. Okay.
No
perfect.
way.
You can take the test. You don't have to.
I'm good.
I mean, you know.
All right. What
I'm
about
gonna
you,
be obviously
Zachary?
part of real people. I don't want that. No.
She won't be doing it though, but will you be interested on that? Just to double check, confirm with you. Zachary?
What's the question?
Would you be interested on potentially taking the test of high sorcery from her, as she recommended? She said that she could recommend you to take it.
Can I get back to you on that?
Sure, you can think about it. If you
Can I
do, I will be
Does-
contacting the mages of high sorcery in the Tower of Wayred. She looks
Cool.
towards you, Lorendir. Yes.
If you take the test, there's no obligation. Like you could just take it and then.
Yes, there is no obligation.
Yes, I could also fucking die, Lorandia.
I'll just put a
No,
request.
that almost never happens.
They might reject it.
No.
I don't know what the answer will be. I'll get back to you in a week or so, or 2 weeks.
I would only do that if it was emergency smash glass situation. I don't.
All right, fair enough. Disappointing, but fair. All right.
That's the one took for use of my life.
Is there anything else I can do for you? She kind of looks at you with this kind of face of like, get out of here kind of face.
Can I get 5 years back?
No. But good try, though.
There's a behind her is like no refunds. no
Yeah.
take back.
No store
no
credit.
age refunds given. Yeah.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we should go back to the people.
All right.
I'm
Oh.
going back
They're okay.
to Mama's because it's
Okay.
been a
Wait.
stressful day.
Uh-huh.
Wait till Tess sees this. She's gonna be so angry.
Oh no. We cut to Tess as she's kind of trying to put the ear back of her horse, like, it's not gluing back. You see like a skeleton horse, almost half a skeleton with a falling ear now. No. And thanks.
Cesaria, it's too late. Just kill the thing. you need to let it go.
Yes, I've got.
You need to let it go.
Amazing. All right, thank you very much, guys. I think that has been super fun. If you guys are okay with this, I think this will be a perfect place for us to
Yeah.
end tonight's session, as it's getting quite late as well. But thank you very much to my amazing players, Zonated, Martin, Lucky, and Cash. Cash, yeah, sorry. Cash or Cash? Cash, no?
Cash.
One
Cash, yeah, well, like one and cash, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep thinking the sort of cash, I don't know why. Cash, yeah. Cool. Alright, you've been awesome as always. Thanks to Tessa Present as well, to Darren Curtis, James Webster, and to all of you who watch us from home. We will be here on Tuesday again, also on Wednesday with the Eye of Observation and Candlekeep Mysteries on the Seal Pages of Burglars. But until then, stay magical, you all, and yeah, good night, take care, bye bye.
Good night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Say good night.
Bye.
Bye.